I'm so professional.
Say it!
Funnier if I ended up Angelus. If Angelus is like, hey, Tep, oh, hey, can't wait to, and then just be like, fuck you! That's funnier than if I just do it randomly, okay? Oh, something, Tep, fuck you!
Draven, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Say hi, E-Tap. Wish you were here.
Hey, Tep, I wish you were here. But no, you're a scrub back in Michigan.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of our creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of our creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world?
The people's champion, Etep Wakuian. Watch out for the medallions. My diamonds are reckless. It feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of our creation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D, Etep Wakuian, in a place to be reviews. Right here with all of yous going rogue, the people's champion. I'll say it live. Watch out for the medallions. My diamonds are reckless. It feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace. I am here with y'all. We got a bunch of people in the chat. Thank you all for being here so far, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. Let me see. We got Brutal Morning with the best name on YouTube. Mags, Tim's Talk, Gap, Stargate, Chris Fisk, Rough Girl TV, Parrothead, Purveyor of Memes, Godzilla there, Mr. Grant Gregory, Lasso of Truth. Mags, did I say Mags? Oh, man, thank you guys all for being here. One Man Show, the lovely Sherry, Superfan Adam Shawhan, George the Giant Slayer. Thank you all for being here, ladies and gentlemen. But this show would not exist without my co-host with the most, my brother, Rogan Jason. We're working on getting him into be a made man, Mr. Tony ToneDef.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded. Tony ToneDef rocking with you. We're going in rogue, the place to be reviews. What's up, everybody out there in the chat? Hail to you kind sirs on the panel. It's great to see everyone here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a great show. It's hump day. It's Wednesday, and you know how we get down on hump day here on the place to be reviews. So
Dude, we get down dirty. I mean, it's just like, I mean, I don't know, we can't just
Hey, where's the cream filling?
started out early and often, just like that, you know.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes it might break out. Well, you know what? Let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, another member of our panel this evening. He is the vampire that don't sparkle, Mr. AngelousDraven.
Hey guys, as he said, I'm the vampire of the fandom. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good show. It's always a pleasure to be over here talking some entertainment and some little news topics here and there. So yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, it is Wednesday. And you know what we do on Wednesdays. We started with the we're gonna go right into holy shit news because oh man, we got some stories, we got some viewer submitted stories, so we always love those. I encourage that if you find a story that you think would be good on holy shit news, DM them to me on Twitter, Facebook, email us, the place to be reviews at mail.com, the world's best mail. But let's get into it right now. We can't do that without the intro, so here we go.
Holy shit!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Now, this was sent in to me by Nano Reaper, who hail to Nano Reaper. This is, so holy shit news. We started with Utah millionaire allegedly kidnapped, tortured woman in his home for weeks. Now, why did he do this, you ask? Well, he was arrested. Is it me or does this guy look like Kevin Federline? Like, and he's got a Planet Fitness picture. Great.
I'm just like tripping. It's not Florida.
I know, it's Utah, right? A self-proclaimed millionaire from Utah allegedly kidnapped a woman and held her captive for 6 weeks in his home where he repeatedly beat her and carved the number 6 into her hand to represent the woman's 6-month deadline to love him or be killed. This is Ramon Marcio Martinez of Salt Lake City was arrested December 29th, aggravated assault and kidnapping.
That's 3 6s in the first paragraph.
That's not a good sign.
6
That's
weeks.
not a good sign.
6 weeks, carved the number 6, and then 6 months. Like, holy shit, bro.
Wow.
Oh, dude, this is, the victim, whose identity was not revealed, managed to escape with a single text message to her friend saying she was being held captive. The friend told police, which prompted the investigation. The victim had texted him, begging for help. She was scared for her life, according to an affidavit. Police responded to Martinez's home, where he answered the door holding a handgun inside the front pocket of his hoodie, because that usually ends well.
Mm-hmm.
She'd been assaulted 6 times the previous day before, and there's his Tinder profile. I'm sure that'll go over well with the boys on the cell block.
Kevin Federline.
He does. Now here we go. Here's another one. This one I found over on the Smoking Gun. Nano says y'all pick on Florida too much. It's one of the free states.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't pick on Florida. Florida picks on itself and just makes it available to everybody.
Florida's the gift that keeps on giving.
It is. It truly is. Drive-through worker kicked in hush puppy rage. Police. Customer became irate over deep-fried delicacy order. I've only been to Long John Silver's once in my entire life.
I fucking love Long John Silver's.
I don't eat seafood though, like not anymore. Outside of sushi, but just depends on what kind of sushi it is. So, but I've never been mad enough in the 1 or 2 times I've been to Long John Silver's to kick one of the employees. I'll explain, Mr. Grant. You explain the hush puppies, Draven.
A hush puppy is like, I want to say it's like
Deep fried cornbread.
Yeah, deep fried cornbread, and it's like fucking amazing. It is so good. I could eat like half a dozen of them just like there while I'm eating my stuff. And then you get the tartar or the tartar sauce or whatever, and you can dip it in the tartar sauce, and oh, it's so good. My fat kid is screaming right now.
I don't think I've ever had those, but it sounds delicious. It really does.
They
I was not.
No, I don't eat fish or seafood either. So like, the few times the family would go to Long John Silver's or some
They have
seafood
chicken.
restaurant, yeah, I would get some chicken planks and some hush puppies.
Uh huh.
Yep,
That sounds good. It sounds
Mhm.
good. It does. It
love
sounds
hush
good.
puppies.
And then like they have the little fry, like when they fry the stuff, they have the little fried like bits on the bottom
Mm.
too, and those are just as good because it's like the same stuff that they fry the hush puppies in. It's a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But it's delicious. That's all that matters.
Yep, it is. Like, you think cornbread couldn't get any better?
Hmm.
You deep fry it. Deep
Hell
fried
yeah.
cornbread. Yo, I'm down with some deep fried cornbread. And if you're not down with deep fried cornbread, then well,
You've got to do better.
That's so good.
there's a glitch
So-
in the matrix.
Now, now that there's more context, do you understand why that employee might have gotten kicked?
Hmm.
See? Wait, Mr. Grant Gregory, do you have Streamlabs or Stream Elements? I do not. I do not. I do not,
Yes.
sir. We not yet. We're still evolving here. Like I said, well, when we hit, hey, we've picked up 3 subs tonight, so we're at 871. So thank everybody, all the new subscribers, which I believe was, hang on, I should be able to see a couple of them. Rough Girl TV and Shane G subscribed this evening, so thank you to my new subscribers. Hail Black Rose Comics in the chat. Dude, I'll be over if you guys will let me reschedule for this Thursday night. I'll come on Thursday night with you guys over at Black Rose. I was supposed to make an appearance last week, but as Tony knows, I was in bed at 8:30 watching Adventures in Babysitting last Thursday.
The original?
Because oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, yeah. The only with Elizabeth Shue and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's CJH in the house. Hello. Welcome. Glenn Schroeder in the house. Glenn Schroeder. Did I say it right this time, Tony?
Good job.
I
You
said
did
it
better
right.
this time.
As far as I know, perfect.
Glenn, you can correct me in the chat if I messed up again. Yeah, Phoenix told me. Okay, cool. Awesome. I will see you guys Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern over on Black Rose Comics channel. Go subscribe to them if you're not. I want to say hi. Collector Express is in the house. He said back in the day we'd cruise around town, we'd get crunches and water from Long John Silver's. They were free. Dude. I love deep fried food. It does not love me. And I am on I'm back on my diet, so I'm trying to lose about 20 pounds, 25 pounds. You can't tell on camera all it is. I need to I'm working on it, getting back in the weight room and everything. So yeah. Doing that thing in the new year, not necessarily the new year, just like I kind of started beforehand, but let's talk deep fried food. Now I'm like freaking see, these just look good. They just look good. A pregnant employee was kicked in the stomach after a drive-through customer at Long John Silver's in Indiana became irate upon being told the restaurant would not sell a single hush puppy. That's like walking into a gas station and asking for a Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to be in the hood at a you know what I'm talking. I know there's some of you in the city can go to like that little hood store and walk in and they sell Lucy's there. Y'all know what Lucy's are. Tony Antonellis, we're talking holy shit news right now, buddy, and we got a litany of other things we're gonna discuss this evening, sir. This lady got the 20-year-old victim was working yesterday afternoon at Evansville Eatery in Evans. I know people in Evansville, Indiana. When a customer came through the drive-through and requested one hush puppy. Does that remind you of that In Living Color skit with Chris Rock where he's like, "Can I get one gum?" You know what I mean?
It kind of sounds to me like he was just looking for an excuse to kick a pregnant woman. Because
Yeah,
who orders? That's like ordering like one onion ring.
I know, right? I only like onion rings when they're like super crispy too.
Yep. It's gotta be like that thick batter, but like not too thick, but they've gotta be like very crunchy.
Yep.
Yeah, one rib. Yeah, can I get one rib? Lucy's, rough girl. Lucy's are when you walk into like that little like hood market, and they might have a basket out on the counter, and they sell loose single cigarettes. It'll just be like a mix of cigarettes in there. Yeah, you walk in and be like, hey, I need like a couple Lucy's, and they'll sell you 2-3 cigarettes for like $1. You know, maybe like, well, it used to be anyway, but
I've never seen one of those.
I spent too much time around Flint and Saginaw, Michigan, Detroit. Oh man, yeah.
I remember when you can get a generic pack of cigarettes for $1. Damn.
Right,
It's like
but
they're all menthol now.
Look at me. Look at me. We are all menthol cigarettes now. But so the 20-year-old victim, she's working in Evansville. The worker told the Fritter fan the seafood chain only sold the deep fried delicacy in orders of 2. The driver became incensed and yelled a racial slur at the victim while at the drive-through window. That I need that clip. That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand.
If you want them so bad, and they're you're only asking for one, an extra is a good thing, not
right?
a bad thing.
Odds are you're probably stoned if you're arguing with somebody over a hush puppy. I mean, do we really have to go? I mean, come on, we don't need to go right to that. We don't need to go right to that. Let's see.
Who just wants one hush? Like, I don't think 2 are enough. Maybe that's the fat kid in me speaking, but like when she said they only come in orders of 2, like how big are these? Because like a hush puppy ain't necessarily the main part of the meal.
I thought it was like 4 in a thing.
Yeah, like they're weird.
Oh, Chris Fisk is throwing out the Chris Rock quotes now. $3.50, good Lord! How about I give you $1.25 and you give me 2 buns and a pickle? Oh my God, those skits, dude, with Chris Rock were great. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, so then a second woman in the car then began calling the restaurant numerous times, demanding to speak with the manager. The passenger then entered the Long John Silver's and began throwing things around before she kicked the victim in the stomach and ran from the store. The victim is pregnant, but is unsure if the suspect knew this when she kicked her, the report states. The assailant ran from the eatery, seen below, and we'll look at Jamie. We need that footage. Okay, so that's the Long John Silver's right there. All right. The victim, let's see, the assailant ran from the eatery to a nearby parking lot where she jumped into a Toyota Camry that was waiting with the driver in it. The duo sped off before witnesses could record the license plate. Employees described the driver as a black woman, aged 30 to 40, who was wearing a purple shirt and a brown scarf. The assailant, cops noted, was described as a black female, unknown age, wearing scrub pants and a gray hoodie. Investigators classified the hush puppy rage incident as misdemeanor battery. A pair of hush puppies made from cornmeal batter cost $1.95. So you jumped in. You jumped in to a restaurant and came in and were like, fuck you, I want my husband. Pop! Kicks her in the stomach, like, oh shit, I better leave, this bitch is pregnant. Like she's playing 100 miles and running over a fucking $1.
That's some special kind of stupid.
Rough Girl sums it up. She says, wait, where's it at? That heifer woke up and chose violence. You ain't nothing but a crack queen in the pipe now, New Jack City.
Wow.
Can y'all break 100? The individual was supposedly drunk. Oh, I imagine assault and deep fried battery.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
Tony,
hope
I'm
she
sorry.
wasn't sober.
Yeah, if you go to that level while you're sober, you know, Nano Reapers, that happens in the ghetto. That wouldn't surprise me if it was like Saginaw, Michigan. Like that would be something I could see over in like Buena Vista. Like I've seen fights at the swap meet over there, and then worked wrestling shows later that afternoon. I mean, it's those are fun times. Let's see. This is a good one. Do you guys remember the hot male inmate a couple years ago that everybody was freaking out about?
Yeah,
all the women.
He signed a model contract. And
yes. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get ready for version 2.0. All right, and this one, new female prison bae Nyla Murrell sparks frenzy. I'll bail you out. Yeah, so let's see, where's it? There she is, right there. There's Nyla. There's Nyla right there. At least she doesn't look like Nyla Rose.
I was just gonna make a Nyla Rose comment.
She doesn't look like Brandon.
Imagine getting to check her butthole for a bag of coke.
Hey, man. Can I? Hi, it's me. Can I sniff your hair? I'm the patchouli and weed. I love the smell of that in the morning. My wife's a doctor. I poop myself.
You should get that checked.
So, Nyla Murrell French, 22-year-old inmate serving a 7-year prison sentence in an adult detention center in Minneapolis for stabbing a woman in the neck during a 2018 gas station altercation, is being crowned the internet's latest Prison Bae pinup. Have you guys seen Prison Bae? Tweeted a titillated Twitter user alongside Murrell French's mugshot Monday. Guys are about to risk it all to save her from jail, he added, noting thousands of comments men have left under the pretty prisoner's pics, promising to send her money and bust her out of the big house. Oh my God. Like, okay, she's not like, I'm going to try to, like, break into prison to...
Yeah, she's just average.
Like, yeah. Well, yeah. Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. I can somebody find Kamala? She walked out with her knee pads. Where's that circle back girl? You times been around that track. It's not gonna happen like that, Jack.
Be banana.
This shit is bananas. Hey, B-A-N. Jill, how do you spell that? You're a teacher.
This shit is corn pops, yo.
Wait a minute, Court. He was a bad dude, man. Was he the one that felt the hair on my legs? How was I supposed to tell this story? I don't know. All right.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
Come on, man. Write a letter to you and they're nuts wanting to break her out. Good luck with that. Right? These people are crazy. These people, in the post, which has garnered more than 10,000 likes, in his caption, "Merry Christmas from the pretty gangsta." The captivating convict is sitting cross-legged in prison-issued gray sweats and cutting a cute smirk. And Murrell French's wannabe post-prison paramours have since been fawning over her with digital marriage proposals and vows to lavish her with monetary gifts.
Now, she's beautiful, obviously not right in the head if she's stabbing people, but I don't know. I kind of feel like everyone who's like, oh, that's Bae right there, and everyone who watches the Ted Bundy documentaries because they think he's hot.
Yeah.
I think they should just like get them all together and ship them to Nicaragua.
You know, that's honestly not a bad idea.
But then again, I got a thing for Casey Anthony, so I guess I got a one-way ticket.
You're not the only one. Hey, what's up, Banana Facts with Banana Dave? Speaking of bananas, Mr. President, did you know Americans eat an average of 27 pounds of bananas per person every year?
Bananas fucking roll.
Hey, man, you guys are all going to be eating bananas when this next round of lockdowns comes in. It's going to be welcome to the jungle. And I'm Grape Ape. I don't know, man. I liked him. You guys remember him?
Yep.
He had that big pair of shoes, and he rode around in the Jeep with BJ and the Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Those were good times, man. Can I go to bed now?
Sir, this is
Joe.
a meeting on the economy.
Oh, it's so good.
It's past my bedtime and I pooped again. I don't know. But so Prison Bay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, chat. Would you
She can't
propose to is anybody in the chat somebody that would propose to an inmate, an attractive inmate? I don't know.
Maybe the allure
Right.
of Orange is the New Black is like makes people like think that she's more attractive than she is.
Right, like I think this is like idealizing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's it's funny. I don't know. These
I'm just again, she's pretty, but it's not like she's like just out there, bam, like never seen a girl that hot before. Like you can go to any club and find a girl that hot that isn't going around stabbing people at gas stations and
it's not like she just like was guilty of like larceny. Like she stabbed somebody in the neck with a knife in a gas station.
I have to be careful with the girls that stab because it's an occupational hazard.
I'm thinking that certain guys are getting so effeminate that they're starting to develop that part of their brain that makes like girls get into bad boys, but it's just opposite. Because that's got to be it. It's the fact that she is behind bars that's making her so appealing to these betas.
Yeah, I don't, dude. And it was so funny. You guys know what that Macklemore cat looks like, right? The thrift shop.
Dead cat.
Like I'm walking into Walmart the other day and I see this kid like with that kind of like hair, right? He's got this white winter coat on with like a fur collar and like these skinny jeans with like these huge high tops. He looked like a fucking clown. I'm just like, at what point did this like, I'm like, this is a young man. Like I saw him in the store. He's probably like 15, 16 years old. I'm like, this is not like a masculine, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like my 6-year-old is more of a man than that already. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, my kid's wearing Timberlands already. You know what I mean? Like, I've got him Timbs. We need a hero. Where's Jack Murphy? That's the only Jack Murphy joke I'll make tonight. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm a terrible human being. I had to get one. Everybody gets one.
Tell him, Peter.
Everybody gets one. Apparently everybody gets one. Everybody. There you go. Glinzer, Babes Behind Bars 2022. Hey kids, do you remember Girls Gone Wild? Well, you're gonna love Babes Behind Bars. That's right, all the buxom blondes, the busty brunettes, the raucous redheads you can handle, all in one calendar. Order now for $24.99, $3.99 shipping and handling, and if you act right now, you'll also get the DVD behind the scenes of the photo shoot. Babes Behind Bars 2022 uncensored.
Sexy and segregated.
You gotta do like the
yeah.
Everything flashing and stuff.
I'm Darth Harrington of Darth Harrington. Oh God, help me, Rhonda.
They used to play those all the time after what was it, Howard Stern or during Howard Stern?
During the Howard Stern show.
Yep.
Oh my God, yes. All right, ladies and gents, we are gonna queue up our first main topic, but before we do that, we have to introduce to you some of Tony's memes that he put together for us here. So, yeah, let's play these right about meow. That weave though. That has to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen, is that weave getting stuck on that fucking diving board.
Yeah. And then the last one where the girl has a
Godzilla said that Miles Morales one gets me every time.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh shit. So Book of Boba Fett. Oh my god. Like, neither of you guys have watched this, right?
No, so do they show Luke Skywalker again?
No. They had a couple people that were in this little bar that were supposed to be in A New Hope in a deleted scene. They were in A New Hope in a deleted scene, so they put them in this bar. It was just it was so bad, dude. Like I said, the whole show is just uninteresting. It's the characters are underdeveloped. Like Boba Fett is just, they totally skip over like the fact that this dude is a stone cold killer. Tashi Station, thank you, Clone Geek.
Book of Beta, boring man.
Yep. Tashi Station, because that's where Luke was going to go to get the power converters, and he was celebrating with like drinks with friends after they were getting out of the academy. Oh God, stop! He's already dead. Yeah, it was terrible. Like, and like I said, I had to sit there and I had to kayfabe it because my kid, Trey was enjoying it. So I'm like, yeah, it made. So the Tusken Raiders are like this fucking just. Now the Tusken Raiders are supposed to be like the good guys. Like they were just misunderstood.
They're like natives, Native Americans now.
Yep. And yeah, so he learns all his fighting shit from the Tusken Raiders, and they retrain. It was just, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely, utterly ridiculous.
Why does he need what? Why does Boba Fett need retrained?
Oh, after he got out of the Sarlacc pit, they teach him how to fight with the gaffy stick, and then he makes his freaking gaffy stick, and it's like it's basically like watching Luke make his lightsaber. I love this. Yes, Godzillionaire. We should call it dances with Tuskens. They're all dancing around the fire at the end with their gaffy sticks. And it kind of reminded me of. Oh God! It kind of reminded me of this. I could do this all day. I'm like, what is it with them putting musical numbers and dance routines in their show now?
I had to watch that before this show. I'm glad I never watched the show to begin with.
I made Draven sit through the whole 4-minute fucking the Rogers the musical clip.
And I like musicals, and that was shit.
It's like, no, you're going to watch this, bud. You're going to watch this. Oh, God. Nano Reaper says Tusken Raiders are space Muslims and Jawas are space Jews. God damn it. Poutini. It's Jutini. That's what they're saying.
Oh, my.
And I'm a J. I can say that. So, everybody's just looking at the Jawas from now on, just going... That's what they're thinking now when they look at the Jawas. Great. That's just great. Hey, Tony.
Coming back. Hey, bud, look at the Jawas, eh? They're in the big Jew crawler there, bud.
Jews of Tatooine.
The Jews of Tatooine are coming to get you, Kate. Look out, St. Floyd of fentanyl. What?
I thought like Anakin's master, his like slave master, was of the Jewish persuasion. The little flying thing.
Watto?
Oh,
yes,
Watto.
No. Watto wasn't one of us.
Watto was great. I love
Must have
Watto.
been Armenian then.
He was an Armenian. That's what we'll just blame them. No, actually he was probably Albanian. What? You don't like my tracksuit, buddy? What's wrong with you, man? This is nice. Look at this Adidas 3-stripe. Come on, man. Nah, I've been in jail with Albanians. Y'all smell. You smell.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that?
Oh yeah, I did hear about it. That's so
I
dumb.
think Jon Stewart said it.
Yeah.
Newsweek or whatever. Yeah,
So
That's-
stupid.
pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
People were getting up in arms about freaking what was it? The trolls in World of Warcraft being like Jamaican too. And
Well,
all
the
that
orcs wasn't the orcs. They were like the orcs. They're black. It's like,
Well,
why
that's-
would you even?
that is
Why
what-
would you even think that? Like, no normal human beings. Like, oh my god, I just realized something. The orcs are black people. Like, if you think that way, you're fucking racist. Like, what? Like, what kind of projection ass shit is that? Like,
I played a half orc once.
these
in one
people,
of my
these
D-
people, these
D&D
people are
games.
insane. They're insane.
Mhm.
Hail Culture Casino. Hail, brother. Yeah, dude, these people are insane. Yeah, it was Jon Stewart being dumb. Jon Stewart. I like Jon Stewart. I used to watch The Daily Show when Jon Stewart was the host. It was funny. I don't even want to talk about the Book of Boba Fett anymore. That's how fuck the show. Like, seriously,
That's why I didn't watch it.
it was like I'm watching it going like, why am I watching this? Like, why am I watching this? It's just, but like I said, Trey, we watched the first episode together, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it, and the first episode was bad, like it was bad, and this one, it's just like everything they did. I'm just like, I don't care. Like I don't care. O.J. Simpson does need a musical.
Dude,
It just needs to be called. It needs to be called The Glove.
if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Wait, Chris Fisk's comment down here at 9:37. Tony, orcs were fallen elves in Tolkien's world.
Mhm.
Elves weren't black. That would be the Haradrim.
Haradrim.
Okay. See that all that projection by these weirdos, like it's just.
Now, if you want black elves, that's what the Drow are. They're literally black, and they live in like really dark places.
Yeah. See these people are freaking insane. They're insane. This is. I don't. What?
It wasn't made for you, Etep.
I'm fucking apparently, like, I think, where's Bree? Where's Bree at? Oh, here it is.
One ugly motherfucker.
It wasn't made for him. It wasn't made for him.
Like,
That's so good.
I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about some Doctor Strange, because we've got some Marvel headlines to go through, because I know you guys want to see the Marvel. You guys want to see the Marvel.
Doctor
intro.
Strange in the Multiverse of American Chavez.
Yeah, that's disappointing. We knew it was gonna happen though. Like it was always like they were always talking about America Chavez being in it, and she punches through the interdimensional portals, and la da da la da da da. I don't know.
I wonder if they're going to have every character in Doctor Strange 2 tell American Chavez, you know what, I really like you in some form, like they did with Captain Marvel and Endgame.
Thank you. That right there is a Mary Sue trait. Like everybody has to validate them, but with no reason. Like when she flew in rockets, like, yeah, like what? Like
Tony Stark's ripping the thing off his chest, and fuck all of you, I hope you all burn in hell, except you, and then collapses.
Yeah. I
Okay.
God. Yeah, and then that dude on Twitter, which we'll talk, the guy on Twitter that was like Matt Ramos, he's like, in the first Latina superhero, and everybody's like, what about Ajax? What about this? What about that? What about Robbie Reyes? You know, Ghost Rider, and he's just like, well, he said about the one, he's like, she's an alien. It's like, well, so's America Chavez, motherfucker.
From a different dimension.
She's a fucking, she's not even Puerto Rican. Like what?
Nope, she's an alien from another planet.
It's just like why do you choose this hill? Like why do these weird people choose these weird hills to die? It's like, you know, you're white knighting for a comic that is from that post 2014 world that nobody bought, nobody cared about. The character is literally like useless. She's OP. She's basically Superman, except she's a little lesbian Puerto Rican girl, but she's an alien. You know, and no, Tina, that's the thing. I'm not hating on Doctor Strange. I enjoy Doctor Strange. Not my favorite character, but I enjoyed the movie. Like after I watched it like a couple times, I'm like, I had a new appreciation for it. I liked him in Infinity War. You know, I wanted better for this. I wanted this movie. I'm gonna watch this movie and I'm gonna be thinking, thanks, Tony. I'm gonna be.
You've got to do better.
That's what I'm afraid of with this movie, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to be good. I do. He's literally gonna punch a wall, and probably
power.
Which is another property that they're gonna screw up is Moon Knight.
What if they literally had America Chavez punch through a literal glass ceiling? How meta would that shit be? Like,
Basically what she's doing now.
Yep.
Wanda can't get to her kids in a different universe, so she needs America Chavez to punch. She can get there in her astral form, but not her physical form. So she needs America Chavez to punch them holes through those glass ceilings so she can get to her fucking made up kids.
Hey,
that
hang on a second.
Abandoned.
We have a new member on the panel in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Nick from Echo Base.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I'm late, guys. I just got freed up. Saw that you were still live, so I was like, hell, I'm free now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in.
All right, we went over Boba Fett, but now that you're here, we can because these guys haven't seen it. So I kind of I wanted to talk to you because I just watched the episode. I'm gonna back out of the screen share here. Nick, I just watched the episode before I went on the dump earlier over on Spork's channel, and my entire takeaway from the Boba Fett episode was why.
I know, right?
Every decision, every writing decision, everything they've done with this character in this series has been the absolute 180 of what he is.
Yeah, I could not agree more. So Coach and I did our full live reaction, and we got destroyed today. Destroyed by people. We've lost 100 subs on our channel because we did not like this episode.
Wow.
Seriously?
We have been called every name in the book today. We're not real Star Wars fans. Like, everything. They're like, Star Wars Theory gave it a 10 out of 10. I was like, good for Star Wars Theory. That changes nothing on my opinion of this episode. He said in one of his videos that in the screen that there's the rock Luke threw. Well, Luke never threw a rock in the Rancor pit. He threw a skull. So is he now not a true Star Wars fan because he said rock? I mean, it's ridiculous. The crap that we've dealt with today has been absolutely insane. Coach and I literally had to live stream to address it all tonight because we got so much backlash from it. People are losing their minds. And when me and Coach finished the episode last night, I was like, because there was the Forbes article last week that was talking about episode 1 not having as good of reviews is all the other Marvel shows and all the other Mandalorian shows and Disney Plus stuff. And when we finished that episode, I was like, man, this episode right here is going to get trashed on. Like, me and Coach were for sure like, people are not going to like this. They are not going to like this. And man, were we wrong. People seem to love this episode, or a lot of people out there, a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube and stuff. But I just don't see it. I just don't.
It doesn't. It's like Boba Fett is a killer. He's not a nice guy. He's not gonna be. Oh, like that time in the Sarlacc pit really changed me. It's like,
yeah. It's a completely different
we need
character.
Dude Bro Boba Fett from the Robot Chicken down in the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. And Coach made a good point today when we were talking about this, saying Disney has got a track record of where they turn the villains into good guys and have like sympathy for them, like they did the Cruella movie. And it's like they're trying to prop up villains. Is these people aren't so bad. The Tusken Raiders are now like respectable human type like people, when in everything that we've ever seen before, they're savages. Anakin was like, they're like animals and I slaughtered them like animals. We've never seen them to be anything but that.
Even
and now
in the Kenobi book, they're like savages.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden they're humanized. They're like good people with culture, and Boba Fett's now got more honor and respect, and he's getting into their culture. And I'm just like, what is going on here? Like, in some of these other YouTubers that are praising this episode, I don't get it. I just really don't.
I don't understand it. And you mentioned culture. Let me take that segue to introduce new member of the panel, also Culture Casino joining us.
Hey.
Oh, good to see you, Angelus. By the way, I have now met everybody on this panel in person except for the man here.
I will be
same here.
I will be out in Vegas this year. So
I want to get you down to Florida too, bro.
I can.
Florida.
I'm on the East Coast. I can do that.
All right, okay.
We're doing Nashville in April. ICC.
That's my birthday. That's my birthday.
Yep. End of April, 1st of May. Ian McDermott's going to be there. It's a fan con. It's not ran by Disney.
I love Nashville. Love Nashville.
Yes. Yeah,
I've never been to Nashville.
Huge meetup there. We got tons of people coming. A lot of celebrities, other content creators are going to be there. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Look, Nick, you sent out that tweet or you or Coach, one of you all sent that out on the Twitter today, and I'm like, y'all, I'm in your camp, man. I'm like, I was so mad about I was mad about the first episode. It didn't take me a lot more to get more mad in the second episode. And and my complaints are the same as it has been with all the Disney minus series, which is it is 40 to 50% filler depending upon the episode. And they use a very lazy form of storytelling, which I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm frustrated with. They've been doing this with Star Wars specifically, where they pull from the old, to like prop up the new. So it's incredibly frustrating. And I'm going to let Nick answer this question before I continue. Nick.
What was the question again?
Are you guys going to have info on Nashville?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I just now saw that. Yes. So if you, I'm actually going to ICCon Nashville. I'm going to post the link in private chat here. It's from April 29th through May 1st of this next year, and then ETAP, if you want to share that out, those are the dates. That's the con. All the celebrities that are going to be there is listed. We actually got an Airbnb that we're going to stay at, but they've rented out the entire Sheraton hotel for this con. So every single room available on these dates are for people that are going to the con. It's not going to be open to regular travelers. It's only for people at the con. So you can either stay there or get another room or get an Airbnb with multiple groups of people. So yeah, that's the link. And it's going to be a huge meetup. There's, like I said, Ian McDermott's going to be there. Rebel Force Radio is going to be there. Coach and I will be there. A ton of other people. I can't even remember everybody on the list, but if you go to that website there, it gives you and they got everything. I mean, Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, toys, comics, video games, everything.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. I have it bookmarked now, so that's easy to get to. Yeah, and that's perfect, man. Right at the end of the month, beginning of May. So that's perfect, man.
Yep.
I will have celebrated paying my taxes at that point, so I will be in a very dour mood already. But
I'm like keeping my fingers crossed. I'll be moved by then and have my new studio set up.
There you go. But no, getting back to this, like I said, I mean, I've said this multiple times. I was incredibly unimpressed with the first episode. Said so today, in various ways, because I didn't give any spoilers in my conversation about how uninspiring this show was, and so much so that it only debuted 13% ahead of the Hawkeye debut, which debuted very poorly on Disney Minus. And not only that, I'm sorry, Star Wars is more than 3.4 million households, which is what it would work out to, extrapolating the data from Samba TV and what the Roku TV tracking would be, because those are the two primary, elements of tracked data for streaming. If you add in the Fire Stick and everything else, like I said, 3.4 million, 3.5 million. That's not impressive when it comes to Star Wars. Think about the fact that, how many millions of people in the first 3 days saw Spider-Man, right? And what those numbers ended up being. This is not that. And how many people finished more than 5 minutes? See, that's the problem with the data collection methodology now. The way they track a watch of this thing isn't from credit to credit, which I would give them. I would say, if you track it from the end of the credits to the actual episode to the beginning of the credits for the end of the episode, I could give you, then I believe that would be something that I would buy into. They don't do that. 5 minutes of this show to 6 minutes of this show has been credits and or flashbacks. This on a previous episode. And it's fine. I mean, you're dealing with a serialized project, right? But at the same time, you are under no time constraints to tell this story. You're not. Your time constraint isn't governed by commercial length, which is why you only get on an hour show, you only get 42 minutes of television. They don't have to stick to that formula. They have no advertising pressures here. They can actually release this the way that they do. Now, I understand Disney's probably looking down the road and saying we need to be able to cut this up so that we can make it an ad-based thing, because that's what everybody's headed to. Ad-supported streaming platforms or fast, that's where they're all headed, and they have to, because the subscription model that they all set themselves up with early does not work. The only guy that's been working really well at this is David Zaslav over at Discovery. But I digress, because I get into the business side of it way too easy. But I'm going to say this: the episode itself it felt empty. It's set up the same way they all are. You have a small bit of action, then you have a big action thing, and then a small bit of action again. And that's the formula for not only Disney Star Wars, but any of the Disney Minus series. And everything else in between is filler, and using flashbacks, as much as this show has done, is incredibly lazy storytelling. And it is unsatisfying to the audience, and it leaves you feeling empty. That's how I felt about this. I felt very, very empty.
And that's what kills me, because I look at the Disney, and the one thing that they've done right is Rogue One. All right. The one thing, and it's like, you couldn't, that movie made over $1 billion. It's like, and I know we're talking about a cinematic production compared to a Disney Plus show, but with the amount of production value that goes into the Disney Plus shows, it's cinematic quality. It's so, it's like, you can't tell me that you did that right, 5-6 years ago now? You can't tell me that you don't have the know-how or the wherewithal to do something like that again that people responded positively to, and it hit beats, you know, and it was cool. That battle on Scarif was awesome. Like, if the whole movie would have been that, I would have been happy. You know, you could have.
But I have to ask you this question. You know, you just compared it to a property that was somewhat original, but based on actual material that was written in the
Yes.
you know, the expanded universe.
Yes.
But you don't have that now. They're taking the best pieces of the expanded universe and sprinkling them in, peppering them in.
It's a Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, it is. And the problem is they're also stealing from every other very successful, maybe less known, huge super quality project. Like, again, the train is a almost a shot for shot of Prince of Arabia.
Oh, Lawrence of Arabia, right?
Yeah, Lawrence. Excuse me. Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, it's almost an exact shot for shot of that. There are parts of this, and again, I've talked this to death at this point, so I'm going bananas. But there are elements of this where this mirrors that story so much that it's disgusting, and it's done at a much lower quality and a much lower storytelling. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of these things. They're stealing from their betters, and they're doing it much worse. And and as Nick said, and of course I'm listening. I'm always listening. Nick said, you know, you have them, Disney specifically, and all of these cultural Marxists, I like to say, but let's say destroyers, all these cultural destroyers,
culture vultures. That's what I call them, culture vultures.
Yeah, all of them. They are out there. They're out there making the villains the heroes for a reason, because they recognize themselves as the villains, and they have to make themselves feel better about destroying everything that was built up over time. This is the problem with this particular point in history where we are deconstructing everything. It's why I like to. It's funny because Nick and Coach and I kind of came from the same. We're all older people, right? And so we grew up with this shit. And so it's like it's like when I'm listening to other people talk about it, it's like it's a slow descent into, wow, did they really do that? Wow, did they really do that? And then it's like this constant lowering of the bar. And we've been watching it in real time. And this show, it took Mandalorian and dropped the bar to the ground, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. You know?
Sorry. Yeah, the thing with the Tusken Raiders and all that, it's just there's so much that they're doing in this show that is not grabbing me, that I just don't care about. I just don't care about it.
Nick, so like the explanation that I've heard, and I want to get your perspective on this. The being inside the Sarlacc for who knows how long, couple days, whatever. Yeah, you know, that changed his mentality so much so that when he was captured by the Tuskens and he escaped, he didn't murder them all.
Yeah, really. Like I can see somebody saying, well, he was drugged across the desert. He didn't have his armor. He had no water, no food. You know, he wasn't in the state of mind to really fight well. Okay, that's a fair argument. But at the point that also with the Tusken Raiders, they don't, they take people as slaves and stuff, and they've always been portrayed as ruthless savages and that sort of thing. And now they're just like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Misunderstood.
A misunderstood culture, that people just don't understand them. And as you get to know them, you learn that they're actually peaceful and they're actually really good-hearted people and all this other crap, and it's just like, no, I want to see him escape and freaking wax that whole village out and escape. Like I don't. And then when they're showing him trying to train them how to ride the swoop bikes and stuff, he's like, go. Woo, fool, and all this, like, I'm just like, oh, this is so bad.
It was super cringe, right?
Yeah, it was.
And then the lizard up the nose. Are you serious? Is this Star Wars?
No, it was, dude. That was straight out. I was like, dude, this is The Doors. I'm watching the Doors movie clip right now, right? I'm like,
did you see our cut reaction culture?
I only got to start it. I didn't get to finish it. I got so tied up today, but yeah.
It's funny that you said that, because literally in that in our reaction that we cut up with the clips of the episode in it. We on that scene we literally say, "What is this, like something from the Doors or something?" And I start
There it
singing
is.
"Riders in the
Oh,
Storm."
yeah, dude,
You know, and so,
absolutely.
well, like we got
That's
the
what it
same
looks like to
vibe.
me. You know, and here's the thing: like they're trying to convince me that Boba Fett put this thing in a headlock and sleepered it out, right? And then didn't like take full advantage of murdering every one of the Sand People when he did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm sorry. He would have stealth murdered every one of those people.
Yep.
All right, dude, I was so mad. The first episode pissed me off. This one just made it so that I am out. I mean, but I can't be, because I always commit to watching 3 episodes of something before I abandon it.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, Nick, you guys are dedicated though. I know you are. You're gonna watch the whole thing.
We'll watch the whole thing. We'll do our reviews every single week. But and the thing is, next week, if it's more trash, we'll get destroyed some more and maybe lose another 100 or so subs. But we're gonna be straight up.
Be true.
And the thing is, if Star Wars, I mean, me and Coach talked about it, if Star Wars just keeps being just meh like this, like. I mean, that's why we started branching off and doing other stuff. We've been covering some Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
We've been covering some Cobra Kai stuff.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start preparing to move outside of the Star Wars world.
But you can still do it. It's going to be not the main focus of your channel. And you guys have been doing great stuff with all the other pop culture stuff you're covering. I mean, nobody can argue with that. And you know what? Look, we all have our roots, right? So we just call Star Wars our roots, and then we move on from there. Because really, I think we all entered this space. I know I did. I know you guys did. I know this man did, because we got frustrated with the most important property in our lives, which was freaking Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Yep.
Mine
That's
was Marvel.
I started as a freaking Star Wars and Marvel channel, and little did I know the only thing people would come to me for is live streams and Batwoman.
Dude, you were killing the Batwoman stuff, dude. I'm just saying.
I can't wait for Batwoman to come back. Jesus help me. You want to see Stockholm syndrome? This is the face of I'm insane. I've done 77, 78 Batwoman videos.
I got through the first 3 episodes and I had to stop.
Me, dude, I give you 3.
Yeah.
I give you 3. I can't do it.
He just wakes up in the middle of the night and is smelling the hair of the Batwoman pop that he has.
I'm behind her. I'm like,
hey, man, that's some nice. That smells good. You want to feel my hairy legs? We're at the pool. They used to kids that run their hands through it, and Jill, I pooped.
Wow.
I need my diaper changed.
I need to be changed, man. I fly like
dude landed in Marine One, walked up to the press and said, "My butt's been wiped," and then walked off. I was like, "What? The fuck did I just
Really?"
watch?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that, but I do want to say this. Nick, you guys are killing it. You and you guys I'm like unhappy with what's happening. So I'm on your side. So,
Yeah. And that video we did when we dropped it this morning, we're like, when it was over, me and Coach were like, man, this is gonna get trashed. And it didn't. And we are sitting at only 33% likes on that video. It is our worst performing like ratio video. It's got over 4,000 views, but the like ratio, it's our worst one ever in the history of our channel. Just because we didn't like this episode. We didn't say we hated everything in the episode.
No,
we just didn't like the episode as a whole episode. There's nuggets out of episode 1 and episode 2 that we actually liked, that we thought was cool in it. But man, people did not like that.
What they don't like is what they don't like is hearing the things that they can recognize for themselves. I believe that to be true, Nick. I mean, it's like, look, this part of the episode was good. Okay, but 6 minutes doesn't solve a whole problem, right? And that's how and that's what I said. This episode 2, 6 minutes of good things, right? In the first episode, it was like maybe 8 or 9, maybe. Hard to say.
I think you're being generous.
No, because I can tell you that there were aspects of these things I thought was good, right? And nobody, look, if you talk to, and this is a conversation I had with Latino Slant and a few other people, if you talk to 10-year-old me, 12-year-old me, I would have been rocking the box with those monsters, man. In the first episode, I'm like, dude, that thing's rad, you know, and you know, and I always forget the name of those damn dogs, but those things are freaking rad too. So I mean, that first episode, I'm like, I was living in it, right? I'm like, okay, monsters, fantastic, you know. The Sarlacc escape bothered me, you know, because it's not consistent.
But that's what this stuff is for. It's for the people that watch it at surface level. They don't like look any deeper. That's what all this stuff is for now.
And now it's level. You're right. It's all superfluous in its own way. Yeah, and superficial. And I mean, I can use a lot of adjectives here. All I'm going to say is I feel like you have to do more than just engage that surface level. You know, you have to get beyond the feelings of feeling like Star Wars. You have to actually be Star Wars. Star Wars is huge. This is a big world, and how much of the world have we, or universe I should say, how much of that have we actually explored? We've been on a fucking desert planet in these shows for too damn long. You know, I'm
and
like,
we're getting another one with Kenobi. So
Kenobi about that earlier.
And that's screwed by its setting anyway, because you know, it's going to be desert just because of the setting.
Yeah. So it's going to be on Tatooine. Yes,
true statement.
Yeah,
the boss is laughing in the other room, by the way, because we're freaking going on.
If they do the show like they do the book, which I doubt they will, you'll get at least some Mos Eisley stuff and some crazy shit that happens there.
Can I ask you a question? So in Mos Eisley, right? Why does the cantina look so clean?
Oh, I have no idea.
Man, it is like, and there's palm trees. I got one of those exact same palm trees in my house.
Palm trees?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, look, you guys are super lazy. You went out and 3D replicated, you know, Nick's fucking palm trees at his house to put on his stagecraft set. I'm like, let's not do this, right? But by the way, the stagecraft technology is fantastic. But have you noticed it doesn't look very Star Warsy? There's no atmosphere. Because they're shooting it in a sterile stagecraft area, and they didn't take the time to add an atmospheric filter that would allow you to believe that this is being shot through any particulate matter, which, guess what, exists in a desert. It's called freaking dust. I'm like, you know, everything should be covered in a layer of dust. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, everything looked really clean, and even the swoop bikes that he stole, they looked clean.
They should look like worn down and like tattered at least a little bit.
You know, tore up, dude. The sand is an abrasive thing, and when it hits your windshield, do you realize that you drive in a desert for any period of time, your windshield looks like it's been hammered? You know, you'll be like, why can't I clean my window? Well, that's freaking sand grit that destroyed your glass, dude. It's like, you know, it's sand. It gets everywhere. It's annoying,
rough, and it gets everywhere.
The water vapor things or whatever, they have to like constantly maintain them, because if they don't, they
get tore up. The moisture farmers have to constantly clean the evaporators. Absolutely.
And can anyone explain? Maybe you guys can explain it, because I was completely dumbfounded. The train through the desert,
the speeder.
Yeah. They got ships that can fly, and if this thing is just pop shotting sand people that's driving by, wouldn't you just relocate and just like, I didn't understand the whole train thing. Like, why did it have to be going through that? It seemed like it was just like a MacGuffin just used to put Boba Fett and the sand people together to kind of bring them together a little bit more and do some sort of task.
Yeah, I think maybe that's true. I think you're right. It was a McMuffin, but I think at the same time it was There's some idea. I mean, there's an idea behind that, but mostly it was just to duplicate Lawrence of Arabia, right? Prince, the that whole thing. But I mean, it takes a lot of fuel and a lot of other things to have a spaceship, and so this is a low cost way to move an armed vehicle through the desert. Is it all along the same path. I look, and here's the other problem I have. Okay, God, there's so many of these things. The negotiation that he does on behalf of the Sand People, who he hasn't cleared this shit with, he's doing like after they take over the train. That bothered me. I'm like, did you clear this with these?
Yeah,
people?
like is he in charge now?
Yeah,
He just makes a deal for all of them.
Yeah, you have spice that we're gonna take, obviously, and here, fill your gourds with this water that we're gonna waste all over the desert floor because of dumb shit. I mean, I had thousands of problems. This is the problem. Is when I start to look at it, I'm not nitpicking. It's a nit, and it's like an avalanche of picks. It's not one at a time. It's like just here's all the problems with this, and that's been the way of the whole thing. It just bothers me. Mandalorian bothered me. I couldn't figure out why, but it bothered me, and like it took me. It's just like with Force Awakens, right? Force Awakens bothered me, but I couldn't figure it out. It took me 2 weeks. It takes me a lot less now to figure out what bothers me with this stuff. Anyway, sorry. I tend to go off on this stuff because I'm kind of passionate about it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I mean, come on. It's 6 and 7 year old me went to this damn first movie. I told Nick this the first time we met. This was on their stream. They let me in the door and I could talk. And I said, this is the moment. The minute the freaking Star Destroyer is flying overhead in pursuit of the rebel ship Leia's on, I was sold on Star Wars that very moment. It wasn't the title scroll, which I was like, in my 6 and 7 year old brain I could read and do some great functions because I have great parents, so I had some cognizance of what was happening. But when that thing happened right at the beginning of the film, I was hooked for the rest of my life. It blows my mind that this is where we are from there. Right, you're from that moment, and they've done nothing other than to prop up the villains. Right, Darth Vader series right after Rogue One made some sense, but it doesn't anymore because now they're going to make Darth Vader the good guy. I mean, that's what could happen here.
Yeah, no, they're going to make Dr. Aphra be like the reason he's anybody, the reason he's successful.
Well, and that's the other problem, dude. I want that guy. I want to like put into a what do you call it? Like a reverse back to tank. I want to see him shrivel with it. But anyway, I'm sorry. I get frustrated with this stuff because again,
trust me.
Like I said, coach was just.
No, I was there, man. I saw Return of the Jedi in the theater. And I have been a Star Wars fan my whole life.
The Sears catalog for my birthday and Christmas was my hunting ground for my Christmas presents. I red markered the shit out of that stuff, man. I was like, Santa brought me a whole buttload of that stuff.
In the frame right above my desk, there's the original trilogy movie posters. There's a original TIE Fighter card back, and then do you remember the little Star Wars collections books that were this big? You used to get.
Yeah.
There's two of those. There's two of the Hoth ones in there from Empire Strikes Back over Star Wars wrapping paper. I was showing off all my Star Wars toys on the Tommy stream Monday night. I got my whale out, the one of them that I custom painted black, and you open it up and it's nothing but about 100 stormtroopers, and then the other one, the original one, which I have the box for, I got when I was probably 3 or 4 years old over there, that has still complete, it's all Hoth rebels and Wookiees.
I took my grandpa's old 16 millimeter like push button camera and shot stop motion, like just by clipping the thing with my figures. That's how dedicated I was to this as a young person, right? And I was like, oh, you can make stop motion stuff. This is how Disney does this, and and this is how you do claymation. Everything else, Nick is like tapping out.
Oh no! I'm good. Me and Coach were up till. I was up till 6 this morning cutting these videos together. Then I had an appraiser come and I'm at 9 this morning. So I slept for like 3 hours. And I'm working right now, and I'm working till midnight. and then I got to be at the hospital for surgery at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
All right.
So I'm up till midnight tonight.
right.
I'm up for another night.
All
So
right,
another
bro.
3 more hours.
All right, bro.
But yeah, I'm pretty exhausted after last
Well,
night.
thank you, bro.
today.
Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it, Nick. As always, man.
Oh,
All
the
right,
boss
so
is in here giving me shade. What the hell?
she
lady?
is. I saw that. Hi, she says, "Dude, you're
Yeah.
old." You're old. Hey, culture boss.
Hey, culture balls.
Hey,
Dude,
wait a
she's so
second.
mean
Here,
to me.
this is.
Hey, you love
just, Just tell she comes in the chat dropping heat.
There
well,
ain't no fluff here.
Dude. So.
Oh, wait a second. Here, we'll do this one. There we go. There we go.
Dude, have you figured out that chick's bananas?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
insane.
big
We were talking about that Monday. We had here. I'll put it up on the screen here before we get into it. Well, you know what? Because we're gonna talk some Marvel, but to talk Marvel, we have to play the best, and I the best Marvel segment intro on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let me key it up.
That's great.
Culture's dying. But
That's so good.
Here's speaking of batshit crazy. We talked about this the other night. While I got Culture and Nick, this is how Grace ranked the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Avengers Endgame is number 1 and Black Panther number 2. Shang-Chi. I'm more offended about Shang-Chi being 3 than I am Black Panther being number 2.
Infinity War 11.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Wow. Iron Man number 17. The original Guardians of the Galaxy 22.
Winter Soldier 6. That should be like number 1.
Yeah.
Which one's she's got Winter Soldier at 6. Winter Soldier's could possibly be it's in my top 3.
It is. It's for me, and I got my list right here because we just talked about this. Iron Man is number 1, Captain America: The Winter Soldier number 2, Infinity War number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy number 4, the original Avengers, then Thor, then Civil War, Ultron, and Ant-Man, and then the Captain America: The First Avenger. That's my top 10 right there. But yeah,
this bitch does not realize without the first Iron Man film that this would not have gone any fucking where if it wasn't for Sean Favreau and his brilliance and the casting of Robert Downey Jr. This motherfucker would not have happened. I'm sorry, I'm using a lot of curse words. I'm pretty upset right now.
Yes, let it flow, Culture.
Yeah, it bothers me, right? And look, the first Avengers film was great, but I'm sorry, I would put the first Captain America movie, in the ball game. Winter Soldier was probably number 3 for me. Guardians, for the first one, was probably number 4. It's like there are films that are. She is. By the way, she's fine with Thor: The Dark World being in ass place.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. You can put Incredible Hulk next to ass place, but dude, this is messed up. She look at where she put Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I would put Thor: The Dark World at 3 instead of freaking Shang-Chi.
Dude, I've got my bottom 3. All right, so the bottom 3 are what was it? I know I'm looking for it. It's okay. So my bottom 3: Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Cat Pan Mediocre. And Black Widow is Black Widow's number 6.
Oh my god, dude, give me strength.
Cat Pan Mediocre, I love it.
Yep. Cat Pan mediocre. Space Karen. No, this is like Spider-Man Far From Home is number 9. That movie is a steaming pile of shit. Like Far From Home was terrible.
Which
Yeah,
one
it
was that
was.
one?
Homecoming was better than that.
Which
was
sucks,
Far
'cause I
From
wanted
Home was
to
the
see-
second one, right?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Mysterio.
Yeah.
And
that one was not good.
Mysterio was the only good thing about that, though.
Yeah. Where's she have Homecoming?
Homecoming
At
is
15.
Yeah, 15.
The fuck?
Oh, she's messed up, dude. This chick is like.
I think she just like let's virtue signal and put all these
She's
really shitty movies at the top
Yep.
5, and then and then
A-Force.
freaking just throw everything in a randomizer and put everything else with the rest of the stuff.
A-Force, Black Panther, Asian representation.
Yep.
You know, Spider-Man, because if she didn't put No Way Home towards the top, she would look stupid.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to put it in those terms. This shit frustrates me. It really does.
What kills me is Captain America: The First Avenger is number 24, like one of the worst movies. Like that movie was.
To me, that's one of my least favorite. That and Thor. I think that and Thor for me is perfectly fine where they're at.
See, I think First Avengers. That's such a good movie.
Yeah, I loved that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not okay. It's not action packed like The Winter Soldier or something, but it's a charming comic book movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what Captain America's origin story should be.
My problem with First Avengers is when he, instead of having fight scenes, they had that stupid montage of him fighting instead of actually having a fight scene. That was my gripe with that movie. It's like they have all this build up and of him they have all this build up and stuff, and then there's no payout as far as like the fight. I don't know. It's just me. I also like Iron Man 3, so
I don't mind Iron Man 3.
And that's because I like the humanization of Tony Stark and stuff with him dealing with all the PTSD and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I gotta step away for one quick second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine, brother. So like Doctor Strange at number 10, like I'd move it down a couple spaces, but Black Widow at 14, Captain Marvel at I'm honestly shocked Grace didn't have Captain Marvel up higher.
Yeah.
It's just it's funny, man. It's funny.
I would put Banana Reaper's being generous there with Captain Marvel and Eternals. I would put Captain Marvel at 27, and I would put what is this other one? I would put Captain Marvel, Eternals. I haven't seen those. And then Shang-Chi maybe, and then Black Panther, because Black Panther is at least entertaining.
Yeah. It's got a decent supporting cast.
Yeah.
Like Captain Marvel, for as much as I don't like Brie, and is not as good of a movie as it was, it's still entertaining to, I guess, hate on her, be frustrated, or just feel some kind of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Eternals is a fucking void.
Yeah.
Like if you ever want to feel just complete hopelessness, watch that movie.
They ever explain why they didn't fight fucking Thanos? Because isn't he a divergent?
Yeah, he's a deviant. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's got the deviant gene. He's got the deviant gene.
Okay, then why didn't they interject because of that?
Because they're weird, fleshy robots that don't get their parts replaced when they go bad.
So
what?
Well, no, they make the Eternals out to be like robots that are manufactured, but then they have the deaf one running around, and like my whole thing is if the speaker on your iPhone didn't work, you'd get it fixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd probably be happy, but okay.
But yeah, they make them out. So then, like, and that begs the question. Okay, well, 2 two Eternals are Thanos' parents, or one of them, or what? But now they're robots. They're incapable of reproduction. So where did Thanos come from?
Well, see, this is the biggest problem with the way this is done, right? Thanos is the Mad Titan.
Yep.
So Titans are, I think, different than the Maternals, but I don't even care anymore. I actually hit the I don't care button about the time they released Maternals, so I don't care. And look, this is the other problem, and we were talking about this on Scotty's channel on Sporkin just earlier, while Nick was doing his thing over on the other thing. But it's just none of this matters anymore. I mean, they really did destroy it all. Oh, god dang.
Yes.
And I thought this would be a nice palate cleanser after looking at Grace's rankings. And this is from you know what? I had a request from superfan Adam Shawhan for this.
Well.
Yep. Here we go. Here's 36 seconds of Grace. There you go.
Well, and I don't want to keep on Eternals, but they're an offshoot of mutants. Like the X gene comes from them,
which is weird because then but in Disney Clan now they're freaking robots. They're robots, but the X gene, the parents created the fucking kids that became. I'm so frustrated. It's just like
so frustrated right now.
Broke the universe. Like, it's not just inconsistent. They just broke the universe.
Yeah, because the Celestials were like they created mutants, and then the Divergence or whatever, they were the ones that created the Titans or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. If
I think that's the way it went.
More comic book savvy than me. I'm not very comic book savvy. I just Google search a lot of stuff, and research.
And Chloe Zhao just came out and she was like, "Well, I had an alternate ending for this, and it was much more bleak and blah." It's like the whole movie was bleak. What are you talking about? Like, this movie wasn't good. Like,
your sex scene was bleak.
Okay, so this is the thing. You took Richard Madden and Gemma Chan, who are two very aesthetically appealing human beings. Like, they are both attractive, pretty people, and she's like, okay, I need you guys to act like you've been in love for 700 years. You have this like timeless love, and they're just like, it's like me doing this, like with my two Yeti cups, just going like, oh baby, yeah, oh, that's basically what they did.
Look, yeah, the problem is sometimes chemistry doesn't work the way
it didn't translate, and not just during the sex scene, during any of their scenes together. Like, none of it. None of it looked good.
Look, and here's the problem now. So this is the thing now, guys. You have an intimacy coach that essentially governs intimate scenes in some of these Hollywood productions, which means you have this person in there, like, essentially coaching them, to not be too sexy. Now, I fucking swear to God.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm frustrated. Can you tell I'm frustrated?
Yeah.
Now caress her taint.
No, they don't even do that. No, dude, your private bits are now like double reinforced covered, so that it can't be. I hate this way of filmmaking. Look, I freaking saw Showgirls. Do you think there was an intimacy coach in Showgirls? No.
You see. Cultures behind the scenes, watching the sex scene being filmed. He's just sitting back.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
It's true. Or like, I mean, there's lots of these instances where things like Eyes Wide Shut. Do you think there was an intimacy there? I mean,
oh no.
Okay, so do you think there was one in any of the Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down types of films? Like the most recent one. What the hell is it? 50 Shades of Grey or any of those three things?
Yep.
No, absolutely not. None of that stuff existed until recently, when they started to destroy any kind of on-screen chemistry between characters. There can't be romantic love in these films. There's none. There is none.
No.
The romantic interest in films and television has been completely destroyed. In fact, I blame Big Bang Theory, starting at about the 5th season, for breaking down some of this stuff in television, and going forward, into their latter seasons, it got worse and worse. The tear down, equilateral, fourth wave, feminism stuff that crept in and started to destroy things. And television, films, everything else. I'm sorry. It's really easy for me to go off. I'm gonna have to be quiet.
No, so this one right here, this is an article I can actually agree with. Here's why Captain America: The Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie. This is, like I said, it's in my top 3. Captain America and the Legacy of Steve Rogers was brought to life by Chris Evans' performance, which is crazy because he's such an insane fucking leftist.
Yeah.
Created by Jack Kirby and Joe Simon during World War II, the Nazi-punching, justice-seeking superhero was viewed as an embodiment of the perfect American soldier. Indeed, the vibranium shield that rests on Captain America's back became a symbol of national patriotism. When the Marvel Cinematic Universe first started to take shape, Captain America was naturally bound to make the jump from the comics into the world of film. Thanks to Evans' multiple picture deal with Marvel Studios, Captain America's story was explored across a trilogy of solo movies and a quadrilogy of Avengers titles, giving audiences an in-depth look at the Star-Spangled Hero's time-jumping adventures. So let's see. It was a departure. This is a thing about Captain America's overarching narrative across the MCU explored ideas of loyalty and heart in ways other heroes' projects didn't. As such, Rogers became emblematic of what it truly meant to be a good person and superhero. The Winter Soldier, in particular, is one of a kind movie experience for MCU fans during its initial release. It's tonal departure, and that's what I liked about this. If you took this movie out of the context of the MCU, it is a seriously good espionage, like spy,
100%.
Yep. That's because this is when they were still doing genre within the superhero genre.
Yeah,
and it was supposed to keep doing that until they got rid of Alex Wright or Edgar Wright for Ant-Man. They kind of dropped the ball there, because Peyton Reed is kind of like, I don't know, like a one-trick pony, I guess I would say. Because I didn't like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I just
I didn't really care for that one either. I thought the first one was funny though.
The first one was great.
I didn't like the Wasp featuring Ant-Man. And Evangeline Lilly has the tendency to do that. I'm a huge Lost fan. Like, that's like, if you can't, my logo is the goddamn Dharma Initiative. I fucking love Lost. That is one of my favorite television shows. But Kate, Evangeline Lilly's character, was so frustrating. Hail Keck 44. What's up, brother? Welcome. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Every time it's like, if you would just do what you're told. I'm not saying this because you're a woman. I'm saying this because every time you don't listen to like Jack or Sawyer, you get captured or somebody dies. It's like, and she's just, it was frustrating. And her character is just like she's frustrating as the Wasp. But so the shift in tone, let's see, its critique of political structures of power is relevant then and today. Yeah. I mean, look at the whole Hydra takeover of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, it's funny too, because tomorrow, so are we supposed to wish each other a happy Insurrection Day tomorrow? I don't know. Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah. Happy Insurrection Day, even though not one single person was ever charged with insurrection.
Right.
Happy Insurrection Day to you. Happy Insurrection Day to you.
Hey, hey, man, you bunch of, hey, listen, man, you guys, show some respect, man. They said I'm the president. Jill told me I was president. She said she was a doctor lady.
Well, I mean, but not of medical. That's the other problem I have with that, right? They're trying to, this is the whole thing, right? She's a doctor. Yes, she has an advanced degree, but she's not a medical doctor, I'm like, that's the problem. That doesn't translate. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go, Brandon.
Yep, that's the only LGB we recognize as Let's Go Brandon. No, we like the LGs, the G's, L's, G's, and the B's. Y'all are cool. I have a lesbian contingent on Twitter that follows me because of my disdain for Batwoman. So yes, shout out to my lesbicans on Twitter. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. So we have the political commentary. Steve formed long-lasting relationships that were founded on love and loyalty, not superheroic duty. This was probably and Bucky after this, like all his appearances just kind of went downhill.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to let that pass. Did you just say duty?
I did say duty. I did.
Okay.
I did.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking like superheroic duty. I started thinking of like Randy Marsh and.
Yeah, if you want to make something realistic and gritty, show me the toilet time that Cap has to spend. You know what I mean? Because that's got to be rough. I'm just saying.
A lot of red meat.
Right. Everything was cooked in butter too. So that's so I mean we can pretty much all agree that it is one of the top MCU movies. Pretty much, sure. I think we're all there.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you can't. Like I said, it's one of those movies when, like I said, when you look at it and somebody's like, "Oh, well, it's okay," you're like, "Wait, what? Like, okay? What the fuck are you talking about?" That's like, well, I like Shang-Chi. It's like so great. What's please tell me what is so great about Shang-Chi? You know, tell me what's done in that movie. You know, what's being done in that movie that
triumph
hasn't been done.
You bigot.
You know, this whole everything is breaking a glass ceiling to me. It's like, come on, like give me a fucking break, man. Like I don't
Winter Soldier has a message that we should all take in and be wary of, because it's a message that rings very true to any authority. You know, eventually they want to control everything, you know, and they want to prevent, I guess, before the action takes place. Like, where's that message in Shang-Chi?
There isn't. And that bus fight scene is garbage. I'm sick of hearing that. This bus fight scene is like the super best fight scene probably in movies ever. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, that's Black Panther, like, third act Killmonger versus T'Challa bad. Like, what? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, the most annoying character in that one for me was his little Asian friend chick.
Oh, Katie.
Aquafina.
Yeah,
Marvel's Katie.
Stand her. Could not stand that character. I was just like, every time she was on screen talking, I was like, oh God, please go away.
Stop talking.
You know what kills me? It's like at the end, Wong comes out of the portal and looks around at this bar full of people and says Shang-Chi, because he doesn't know who Shang-Chi is. And Shang-Chi identifies himself. He tells him what he needs to tell him. And he says, you're coming with me. And then he just points right at Katie and says, and you're coming too. So how do you know who she is, but you don't know who Shang-Chi is?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
no.
He's supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme now. So he should know
Yes.
all these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hang on one sec, guys. That's Coach calling me.
How do you know the sidekick and not the person you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Lazy writing. Yes, lazy writing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your favorite movie, Draven? Your favorite MCU movie?
Oh, definitely Winter Soldier. Just like the whole thing with Nick Fury and like him revealing his eye and all that stuff. It's just
that was such a badass.
Just freaking good. And then they undermine it in fucking deadpan mediocre. That's a place to call it.
They kept everyone in suspense for a few years about that. And
yep.
That's a story for another day. And then you hear they're gonna reveal it in Captain Marvel. And right when they said that, I just had a bad feeling because they had already took a veer towards the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like I was somewhat like at first I was somewhat all right with the goose thing because I'm like, okay, Fury's gonna over exaggerate shit because he's Fury,
Yeah,
he
tough
does that.
guy.
He's a tough dude, but like then I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, I don't know. And then they don't do anything with Goose anyway after that, so it's like, what's the point?
Exactly. That was actually Bree right now barking in the
I was gonna say that was a very strange sound there. Are you all right?
I think I'm okay. She's snuck in through the window with her talons. Yes. So yeah, Winter Soldier, definitely one of the better movies.
I really loved Winter Soldier. I liked the first Avenger. I liked I really, to be honest with you, Cap was one of my favorite characters up until the last two movies.
Mm-hmm.
Again, all of these characters, by the time you got to the last two like team ups, they represented themselves well. It's like all of a sudden, things changed. Characterizations changed. The characters themselves changed. They
Fat
changed.
Thor. That kind of pissed me off.
Yes.
Like,
Well, they changed inexplicably, right?
I
I
would've
mean,
been-
there wasn't a lot of reason for it.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
I would have been all right with it to a degree. Like if when he gets Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, both at the same time, and he like kind of does that power up thing.
Oh
He
yeah.
would have gotten skinny immediately because like he's a god. So like the suspension of disbelief there for him just being thin again I would have been all right with it because he's a god and it's like magic, But no, let's just keep him fat.
Yeah, in what sense did it make for a literal god to get fat?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, did that make any sense? I'm like, he's a god. Like, I don't know. I was just like, when does he have time to? I don't know. When does he have time to go to the gym? Like, I don't know. I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so confused. So, every Marvel movie, TV show, and game releasing in 2022. Yeah, we all know the bankruptcy story, yada yada. Okay, so Morbius, April 1st.
He's got pushed back.
Yep, just got pushed back again. They're jokingly calling this the new mutants. You know what I mean?
That's been delayed like 7 times.
It seriously has. I still think this is gonna be a decent movie. I really do.
Right.
It does. I think it looks kind of cool.
I'm a little partial because of vampires and whatnot. So
yeah. But no, I like vampire movies. Like John Carpenter's Vampire is probably one of my favorites.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That is a great fucking movie. Outside of the Alec Baldwin thing, but yeah,
and not the sequel with what's his name? He's a musician. I forget his name. Shit.
You talking Coolio?
No.
Remember Dracula?
Rock musician.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. Remember Coolio and the Dracula like 2000 in space and shit with like Christy Boner is in it. No, that was Erica Eleniak, not Christy Swanson. All right, let's see. Wow,
John Bon Jovi. That's it.
Oh, well, he was in one of those.
He's in the sequel. The sequel is John Carpenter's presents Vampires Los Muertos. That's the sequel to the original.
I think I have seen that. I just barely remember it because it was
because it's shit.
Like Bon Jovi hasn't been in a lot of movies, right? Like what would I mean? I guess it's John Carpenter, but what would make you stop and be like, "That's the movie I'm gonna star in"?
Yeah, I know,
right?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Wait, Clone Geek says looks like Warner Brothers is looking to sell the CW. Oh my God! Please don't make anything happen to Batwoman. I need more. I need.
Okay,
Batwoman.
except Warner Brothers. Okay, by the way, that's a joint venture. It's not just Warner Brothers that owns the CW, which is why it freaking has lived on as a freaking vampire as long as it has. It's a multiple network ownership deal with that. It's more than one entity. That's interesting. It's interesting. There probably has to be approval from the other parties involved. Yeah, you should break that down one day and say, ETEP, there's some content for you.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers looking this
that
up.
could be a good thing, though, depending on who scoops it up.
Is it? We don't know. It's like
if Disney buys this bad, but if
well,
Sony were to pick it up, I'd be all right with that.
If Sony, yeah,
Boney.
So
but they're hurting for money. Isn't Sony like hurting right now?
No, Sony is the one kicking the rocks out the box, yo.
Yeah.
They actually are in great shape. They are in second place into total box office this year and probably the only profitable one. Disney actually beat them out in total revenue, but not profit. Sony was a profit machine this year at the box office. Yeah, and Disney.
I know they were hurting at one point.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Disney's going to report another quarter of the negative in the film sector, which they've tucked away and hidden from investors as of the last quarter and in this next quarter. So it got rolled into something else so that it doesn't look so bad. The theme park division is going to kind of limp along this year and make them look okay. But there's from the business side of things, I mean, if I were Disney right now, if you're a retail investor looking at Disney right now, show me the upside.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you can't. Right now, their cruise lines are shut down. Parks, Products, and Experiences is getting hammered, even by the pixie dusters. You've got you got the whole crew out there in the film industry that you had nothing that performed in a way that could be even remotely considered profitable, other than you're going to take a cut out of Sony's money for Spider-Man, right? Beyond all of that, there's not a lot out there. I mean, and again, this is the stuff I focus on, is the business money side of stuff. But I look at it and I go, this is it. Yeah, let's crowdfund selling this. Let's crowdfund buying the CW. You realize, you realize I would turn fucking Batwoman into the joke that it is. If I owned the studio, every single one of these motherfuckers that I had license to would be the trash that it's supposed to be in a very funny way. Every one of these things.
Do it like Adam West Batman,
ever. Dude. I will bring in like everybody that's a freaking legit comedy writer to destroy these properties that I have license over until the license is over. Yeah.
Let me write Batwoman at that point. At that point, just I know the show better than the showrunner at this point.
Oh, dude, I believe in you, brother. I believe in you. You can make this. You can make the comedy gold of this. That is everything. We could mock this particular type of storytelling in a epic way. So crowdfunding.
Do you know how many man hours I've spent going over that stupid show?
What about woman hours? Did you spend any woman hours?
I was flexing my toxic masculinity on that one.
And this is why you have to do better.
I was like, oh, Jesus, help me, Rhonda. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Step into the Falcon verb.
You've got to do better.
Oh, man. So real quick on that Falcon and Winter Soldier show, that clip you just saw.
Yeah.
When everybody was hating on it, when there was that cop scene, I was like, it didn't really bother me. Like everybody was like, and I was like, I'm kind of liking the show somewhat, a little bit, but I hate that this other dude is Captain America. That's not Captain America. Steve Rogers is Captain America. I appreciate the Falcon not taking up that mantle, being his own person. I actually had a lot more respect and liked Falcon even more. And then when he took on the shield, got that new costume, and then started with that speech crap and stuff, I was like, oh my, it just ruined it. It ruined it. I was like, okay, I'm done. And it was the last episode.
That's
So I was
the
done
writers
anyways.
of those shows, man. Those writers, though, they put that ideology. Like, look at the woman that wrote the Loki show. The main showrunner there. She said it was important to her to see her sexuality reflected in the show, and that's why they went with that bi angle with Loki.
Oh God.
Yeah,
So
I mean
bad.
that's what she said. It's like it was important to see myself reflect. It's like what who takes, like, you know what I mean? If I got, like, if I'm a writer and they're like, hey, you're gonna write a Punisher run, so I'm gonna be like, all right. So all of a sudden, like, well, I like to play No Mercy on N64. So in between, like, killing bad guys, the Punisher's just gonna chill and play No Mercy on N64 and eat edibles and get stoned. That's what he's gonna do. And everyone's like, this ain't the fucking Punisher. It's like, no, yes, it is, because I needed to see myself reflected in the
And
Punisher.
he only kills people when he's interrupted playing No Mercy on the N64.
I was in the middle of a TV title match. That's it. Hang on. Where's my gun? This shit.
And he doesn't use guns. He wrestles them to death.
He wrestles them to death. Would you like to try some oil? It has a lemony scent. Yeah, at this point, I pretty much fixed up all your ladies.
Man, did you sniff their... Oh, I switched my Biden pick. Hey, did you sniff their hair? Like, I like to get behind them and get a nice grab on and pull them in close and choke the fuck... Oh, wait, I'm not a Kennedy, man.
All right, but this is... I find this disturbing with Doctor Strange, like... Which this movie, because Sam Raimi's, I was looking forward to it, and all of a sudden, it's Doctor Strange and the America Chavez of madness now. Like, she's just front and center on this, and it's like, this is not a character that draws money. Like, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. It's the same thing with, like, Miss Marvel, like, post 2014 comic book characters that never sold books. Like,
or if they sold, it was like their first issue, and then after that, it just fucking dropped like a ton of bricks.
It was a curiosity buy.
Yep.
It's nice to see Jake Roberts getting work at least.
But
was
this
that
is
evil Doctor Strange.
Fucking love you, Tony.
At least it's not Grizzly Smith. He'd be America Chavez would be in another kind of trouble.
Yeah.
No, and be sure, Tony, can you grab the link to Ashley's channel?
Yeah.
We're gonna after you're done here, folks, want you to go over and check out fellow Rogue Ashley over on her Rogue show, My Bad. Check that out tonight after you're done here. But yeah, so Doctor Strange is coming up this year. Are you guys still, do you have any anticipation level for that? Is everybody kind of indifferent at this point?
I don't know yet. I want to see more.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's a continuation of like what we got with
WandaVision.
Well, that
Isn't
and
it?
the Spider-Man, like it kind of it's supposed to conclude like that like arc. So it's like if I don't the FOMO or whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah. Oh, here's another good one. Thor Love and Taika Waititi. Hey, bud, don't worry. I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. You don't know you won't because I haven't given it to you yet.
If they kill Jane Foster after this, I'll be all right with it.
You know, I wouldn't care. I would be happy.
One and done. I'd be all right with it.
If they kill her, she's dead. Cancer Lady. That's what it is. This is Cancer Lady Thunder is what it is.
Yeah, but wasn't it when she stopped using the hammer though? It comes back. I thought.
Yeah. She's gonna die.com. It's gonna be great. The ending's gonna be spectacular. And
Oh, and then they'll make her Valkyrie because she becomes Valkyrie in the comics too.
That's exactly what happens. Yep.
Yeah. Because apparently Jane Foster is everybody in the goddamn Marvel universe. She even doesn't she become the All-Father too or some shit? I don't remember.
Did you just assume her gender?
It's fucking stupid.
Like that. Yeah. This franchise just disappointed the hell out of me. Oh yeah, here we go. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 with everybody's favorite not Spider-Man tokenized Peter Parker Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
That me?
I like the first one. I don't think so. I don't know. Who's that going?
I blame anybody, but that's me. That's not me.
I don't think
it's not me.
I'm not hearing any echo.
I don't have any.
Oh, is it there? No, it's gone. Well, no, it's gone now. Excellent. Okay.
All right.
Whoever did that, whoever is muted, you get $1. But I just want to say this. You know what, you have Peter Parker, who is Spider-Man, and then you have Miles Morales, who is
Miles Morales.
He could be he's Kid Arachnid. There.
Yeah.
Well, that works out, except again, still Miles Morales.
He's Miles Morales.
And look, you can try to roll those dice any way you want to. You've been doing it for a long time. These characters are derivative of the other characters.
Yep.
People will say fancy words like tokenized and things like that. And you know what? You can go into that. Semantics are what they are. But Peter Parker's Spider-Man, these are characters were created. There are originals, and any derivative is nothing more than a derivative. And we have to acknowledge that, and so do they.
Yep. Yeah, it's sad that that's where we're at with this now.
The only Spider-Man I acknowledge that are alternates are like the 2099 one, because it's like its own universe.
Is that
like,
Ben Reilly?
No, that's Scarlet Spider. And he's a clone of Parker.
Oh, yep, the Clone Saga. All right.
Yep.
Here's one we're all looking forward to. Hey, Zachariah 315, what's up? Welcome. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This is coming out November 11th.
Black Panther, Wakanda Never.
Well, wait a minute. No. I'm going to tell you something. This is the truth, straight from me. I'm going to give this a chance.
I'll watch it.
No.
I'm not going to not see it.
This is one of those. I don't know if Nick agrees with me. This is one of those that I feel like has a chance. I feel like it does. I mean, the original property was overpraised, in my opinion, but I love Black Panther as a character. I've loved in the comic books and everything else, right? And so and the portrayal up until the individual film was very good. I think Chadwick Boseman's probably the only Black Panther that anybody's going to accept for a decade. I think that you needed to shelve this character for that period of time. But at the same time, I mean, it's like why there's no, like, Christopher Reeve was Superman, right? It just you can't. It's impossible to replace him, the Boy Scout, right? But they found a guy that could do it, and then they're not diving right into that with Cavill. But in this particular circumstance, I'm going to say, I'm giving this a shot. I mean, I think this will be decent. I really do.
I don't really know enough about what they're doing. I mean, I'm open to anything that they're going to put out there until I see more of what they're doing. Like the Captain Marvel stuff. When stuff started coming out, I was just like, oh, this doesn't look good.
Yep.
Eternals, Shang-Chi. I was just like, I'm not. It just doesn't look like anything I'm interested in watching, So yeah, once we start seeing some stuff on it and getting some more information on what they're doing, I'll have a better idea on my excitement level of seeing it. But it could be good. It could be fine.
Well, but again, I mean, they're leaning into it. They want to make it, kind of their version of the modern age of blaxploitation and stuff with this, which is, not really what this character is, but that's fine. What I'm going to say is this: based on what I've heard from the inside, this might be a pretty good film. I hate to say it. I mean, I really do, because I think Marvel's taken a lot of missteps, and I'm happy when Disney screws up. But this
Rumor is Shuri is going to be
Shuri is going to lead this film.
Yep.
That's all I'm allowed to say at the moment. So, but look, I am not discouraged based on everything I've been led to believe. so far. And as I get more access to more things and I get a chance to see some clips, I'll tell you what I think. This thing is almost a year away. I mean, November 11th, you're looking at the end of the year. There's a decent chance, I'm going to say this out loud, this gets pushed to 2023 as a January 15th or later release, just based on what I've heard, because there are some reshoots are involved in some other productions that are going to push the windows on those films. Just based on the way Marvel likes to do their continuity. So you're going to have a month or two. I'm going to say this out loud. This is weird. You're going to have a month or two empty windows for films where things are going to get extra legs because there's not going to be anything competing with them. This happened for Spider-Man. This is the advantage for Spider-Man right now. There's a lot of extra legs here. That Spider-Man's getting because everything pushed themselves back into the middle of January.
And with this Spider-Man No Way Home, they totally opened up the possibility of being able to do Amazing Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. If they do another Spider-Man trilogy, because there's been talks,
but they do one right now for Tobey's fourth.
Yeah, with each, the trilogy is actually one Spider-Man per person.
I heard that.
That could be freaking awesome.
Nick, I have to ask you a question. So when you watched the film, right, you were like, Garfield needs another film, right? Garfield needs another film.
Yes. So when I saw the original Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield, I was not a fan.
No,
was not a fan of the movie.
Same.
But I thought he stole the show in this No Way Home. I thought he killed it, and I'm now interested in seeing another movie with him in it, just from his performance.
I'm on the record in at least 20 shows here on YouTube saying I did not like his portrayal of Spider-Man.
I didn't mind him as Spider-Man. I didn't like him as Parker.
This film, well, okay, but I don't separate the character that way. I understand a lot of people try to do that, and they let it divide, split hairs and all that. And yet, I want this film. And you know what? I want a whole film of 3 Spider-Men. That's what I want. I want.
That would be cool.
I want those 3 dudes as the only Spider-Verse film that we get. And if you want to bring, Kid Miles Morales Arachnid into the mix, sure, great, whatever.
Wait.
But I want the 3 toxic white nails like they were in this last film.
Yep.
It was the most amazing. Just the scene on the roof, the scene on the roof, the scene on the roof, the scene on the Statue of Liberty. Those scenes are incredible. You have old Spider-Man, middle-aged Spider-Man, young Spider-Man.
They lived out the meme. They lived out the meme. All 3 of them there. And I say, if we're going to go into the Spider-Verse like this, and we're going to bring in, Garfield and Maguire and Holland together, then we need the 4th Spider-Man. I motion that the man that was supposed to be the canon film Spider-Man, Michael Dudikoff, who is still alive and well, get to play an older Peter Parker, because Michael Dudikoff is a badass.
Dude, you could bring in a couple other generations that don't currently exist, right? Dudikoff, you could bring in some younger folks that are Spider-Man, but they all have to be Peter Parker.
The Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the Japanese Spider-Man for sure.
Turkish Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I know, that's crazy stuff. Most people don't even know that exists, bro.
Is there a Mexican Spider-Man?
Oh, dude, no,
Mexican Iron Man out there.
That would have to be Mike, right? We got to bring Mike in to be Mexican Spider-Man. Fucking awesome.
Oh shit! So that's Wakanda forever.
And I would, if they do, I know Shuri might be Black Panther or whatever, but I would rather them recast Chadwick Boseman and have Denzel's son do it, because then it's like a full circle.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It's still paying respect to Chadwick Boseman by casting his son. And then, like I said, full circle and all that stuff.
I could see that, but here's the other thing. Gosh, we've gone 2 hours. I'm sorry, E-Tip, we're making you go long. But
it's all right.
This is I look, I'm just gonna warn. I'm not gonna warn you. I'm gonna say this. Give you some optimism. This film doesn't seem as bad as you want to believe it is. That's all I got to say about that. Okay.
Yeah, so it was that's what I was gonna say. I the first one is not good, but I enjoyed it because of Chadwick Boseman and because of Winston Duke and
Yes.
and Leticia Wright.
Yeah.
The character's annoying
She has
at
to be.
times,
She
but
has
that's
to.
her. That's kind of her job.
Yeah.
But after everything that she's went through, I have way more respect for her now. Because the people who should have had her back turned their back on her, including Don Cheeto, and it just makes me respect her more. So I want this movie to be good. The whole let's bring Killmonger thing back. That was like I was like, please don't do that, please don't. I was like Palpatine. I'm like, please don't, please don't.
How do you bring Killmonger back?
Though I mean, I'm
I would say
multiverse
White
now.
Wolf,
You,
but-
you know that's what I'm afraid of is they're gonna come up with some vibranium time traveling MacGuffin, and I don't know. It's
I'm
just
tired of
but
McMuffins, dude.
I don't hope I want this movie to be good. I do because like I said, the first one could have been a lot better than it was had they not used a PlayStation 2 to do the third act fight scene.
Oh man, dude, the graphics are so bad.
Yeah.
That's what Shang-Chi looks like, and that was made 4 years later. You know what I mean? It's just like, what? How is that bus fight scene still that bad? And why did they have to sully the name of the dog from Neverending Story for that third act
I would
fight
say
scene with the
use
dragon?
White Wolf, but in this current time, they're
Yeah.
not going to do that.
They can't do that.
And they set it up too, but
Moon Knight. This one's for you right here, Draven.
A. First of all, this needs to be rated R. If it's not rated R, it's going to be a shit show. In the one comic, he literally rips his rivals. His name's Bushwhacker. He literally peels his face off to kill him after falling 3 stories and crawling while his legs are broken to rip this dude's face off and kill him. And then later, takes the piece of his face and puts it on this statue and thinks he's talking to this dude. If they don't do something like this in the movie, and they already ruined Taskmaster to begin with.
You mean the show, right? The show.
The show. If they don't do something like this, it's just going to be bad.
No. Yeah, I don't know much about was it Mark Spector character? I know his name.
Spector's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
he sounds cool. Like the comics, sound pretty badass.
They are, dude. This is a rock the box show, or it could be. The problem is it's Disney, and just like our boy Angelus was saying, I have no faith in them anymore.
Yeah,
which sucks
because he's literally a mix of Spawn and Batman.
And this is one of the best. This is one of the best comic properties you could probably try to adapt and get right in this in current like time. Right, you could actually do this like legitimately and nail it. Yeah. And I have no faith in Disney. Disney has not engendered faith by anyone in any of their recent properties. And gosh, it hurts me to say that because if you guys know me. For a long time, because of the circles I ran in, was a Disney person.
Yeah,
I don't even know how else to describe myself. I mean, literally, I can tell you everything about the inner workings of almost every division at Disney still, and who's there and who's not, and all that stuff. That's still in this wheelhouse because because of my life, who I know, who I'm connected to, the history in my family, all those other things, I mean, it was that important. So it's that weird place where I'm going, something significantly changed for not the better. And that bothers me.
And you would need to do a team up too with Ghost Rider and Blade and stuff with this.
Oh, the Midnight Suns, right?
Midnight Suns,
dude, for sure. I mean, dude, can you imagine? That would be amazing, but they can't do it.
They won't.
Disney's incapable. Then this is a product you need. You know what, Nick? You are one of those guys. You're gonna answer this right. They needed to create a division in Disney Plus between children and adults.
Yes.
And they need to do like a Werewolf by Night because that's his first appearance. So they should have done this series should be like done like a horror movie, like a werewolf horror movie, and then introduce like I like that. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the things, just talking about what Culture was talking about, and I said this when Disney took over 20th Century Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, they need to keep the 20th Century Fox name because of nostalgic reasons. Everybody knows that logo.
Yeah.
You can have the Disney thing pop, sort of like Columbia Pictures and Sony and how they do their thing, and you can have both logos up here. But all the stuff that's not kid friendly, Deadpool 3, Morbius, whatever you want to do, put that stuff on Hulu. It doesn't have to go on Disney Plus.
Well,
have
that's
all
the
your
problem.
20th Century Fox and stuff go on Hulu.
Yeah, but Nick, that's why they kept Hulu, man. That's why they acquired majority ownership. That's why right now Comcast is in the throes of negotiating like their exit financially. They're waiting for the tippy top of its value before they bail out. A lot of people don't know that, but it's just I mean, you and I are on the same page. But if they wanted to save themselves that, right, because I believe that Comcast is kind of holding them over a barrel. I think that if they wanted to save themselves that, they would have divided Disney into a child area and an adult area, and the parents could actually have parental controls that would keep their kids out of the stuff that was questionable. And that's the thing. I mean, if you're gonna acquire Fox properties, if you're gonna acquire the controversial characters like Deadpool and things like that, you have to be prepared. And it seems like Iger, the great acquirer, because that's pretty much his heritage at this point. He wasn't as big of a planner as a lot of people try to give him credit for. I don't try to give him credit. Uncle Bob was a great dude in a lot of ways, but when it comes to the acquisition of IPs that they don't deserve, he was a piss poor player. And She-Hulk. God, I can't believe this is up there.
They already did like with No Way Home. They already did that was basically a Sony picture, but still within the MCU. So like what you were saying with the Fox thing, that is totally feasible because they just did it. Like, so I don't understand. Like, I don't know. And then and She-Hulk is just She-Brolk from fucking Dexter or whatever.
There you go, Nick. I highlighted it. Nick says thanks for support. He says thanks for supporting this guy. Sorry you got the worst half tonight.
Oh, yeah. I told Coach I was on here with you guys. He's still jacked up from all the backlash we've been getting. He's been up since 1:30 last night. Worked all day today, and he's still up.
But you guys, here's the thing, man. It's not like you guys are like controversial in any way.
No.
And it blows my mind that you got the crap that you did. And like, it was one of the reasons I threw back that tweet. I'm like, dude, you are not alone. I am really unhappy right now. And the days of like have your opinion and like live and let live, that ship fucking failed,
that's the people, and it's messed up too, because the people that are kind of coming at you, going hard in the paint on you guys, are the same ones that always tell everybody else they want to live in an echo chamber. They don't want to, and it's like then you disagree with them, and they're coming at you, and it's like, what do you want us to just be like? Oh my God, it's the best thing ever every time. It's like, no, we're gonna you guys give your honest opinions, your honest takes, from your knowledge of the topic, and then it's like to get attacked for that. It's like, you can't have a civil discourse? Like, what are we talking about here? Have we become the very thing we swore to destroy? No, but we can't act like that either. There's disagreeing with people. There's no issue there. That's what this nerddom stuff is about. Is everybody disagrees about heroes? You sit there and you talk about, who could take this guy, who could do that? This power set's better, that's better. That's what the basis of this culture is. And the fact that we can't even have rational debate amongst people that we're friends with and that we follow and support, it's disheartening at times. It is, man.
Yeah, and I said this in our stream tonight. I'm like, look, this is for fun and for entertainment. These are fictional characters, fictional universes. It's all fun. It's not real life. Calm the fuck down. It's not the end of the world. That my opinion doesn't align with yours, and that we're not in total agreement. Guess what? That's okay. You know, you don't have to agree with our take. You know, come on, have a discussion with us. Let us know what you liked about it. You know, we'll tell you why we didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this show has no hope, by the way.
Oh God, no!
It looks terrible.
I'm
this is
starting
gonna
to
be-
believe that, you know,
No.
and Coach and I have really been holding out hope for this show, and we were expecting to get something good here, and man, I'm not seeing it yet.
No.
Well, let me tell you, this person, Iman Vellani, has no experience as an actor.
Where did they find her? Culture.
She reacted to something in Canada that they liked I think it was a writing assignment. I'll have to go back and do my research, but she has no experience doing any of this stuff. And I know a lot of people are banging on the costume. A lot of people are banging on the costume.
Bad.
You know, but that's because you're seeing her cosplay version of Captain Marvel. That's not the costume that she's going to end up with at the end of the show. So
you don't need.
That's what her costume kind of looks like.
Yeah,
anyway.
this is the very definition of the thing we were talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Book of Boba Fett a minute ago.
God, no! This is the Miss Marvel show.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. I won't even watch this.
No,
I won't
this
even
is-
give it.
this
I
is-
won't even give it 3 episodes.
Me either. I won't watch this because I know what it is and I know why it was written and I know why she was picked. And it's because of the first sentence. It has nothing to do with anything that she is qualified to have. It is all because she checks every freaking box in the world.
She doesn't even need to be an actress. She just has to act to pretend like she's an overzealous fan because that's literally what the fucking character is.
Dude, you nailed it.
That is
That's
literally
exactly
what the
what she
character
is.
is.
This
But
is
the annoying.
She's a Canadian too, by the way.
Yeah.
You know,
This is-
she's Pakistani American, but technically I believe she's Canadian. But I'm not going to get into that right now. But go ahead.
Well, no, it's just funny because that's the only reason they picked her, and her origin story is based around its identity. It's nothing but identity. It's because like, oh, I shouldn't do this as a young Muslim girl, and it's like, what happened to just writing a freaking character like that just happens to be a young Pakistani girl, and then she all of a sudden gains powers, and it's like, well, how does she get those powers? Well, hey, bigot, she's a Muslim American, first of all, and well, I didn't ask that. All I wanted to know is how she got her powers. Well, she's Pakistani, bud, so back up. Wait, whoa, look, I just want to know why I should care about this character. You know, there's no reason. This is what another post 2014 character like America Chavez didn't sell books. Nobody gave a damn, and they're like, she checks boxes like cultures. She checks all the boxes. Here we go. Here's the show. Fast track it. Put it out there.
The thing is, we have a Middle Eastern character. It's Dust, but they're never going to use it because a certain someone is the creator.
Who?
EVS.
Oh, yeah. That'll never see the light of day.
So that's why we'll never get that, but we'll get this shit.
Right, we get more Miss Marvel. What else we got? Oh, the I Am Groot, which is coming out this year. I don't know. What else we got?
So
by
I Am
Night.
Groot. Is that going to be just him by himself?
I just mentioned this.
All right, so everyone's favorite his series of animated shorts.
Oh, animated shorts. Okay, so these are going to be like 3 to 5 minute short episodes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Werewolf by Night. This is a Disney Plus.
Yeah. So if they're doing this, is this going to come out before Moon Knight to introduce Moon Knight?
Dude, okay, so details remain scarce, but Latino actor Gael Garcia Bernal has been reportedly like, okay, so we can't just say that, hey, actor Gael Garcia Bernal has been reportedly cast with Gael, thank you. he's got to be Latino. We got to make sure. We got to make sure that we lead with that.
But look, I dropped in the private chat the actual basis for her, the person that they've hired for the previous series. That's all they're looking at right now, guys. These characters are picked by checkbox. This is what I'm saying. I want to give Robert Rodriguez the benefit of the doubt and say he was put in multiple boxes by Disney. There are 3 boxes you live within for Book of Boba Fett. It's the same problem with Marvel. Anything Marvel right now, you're put in 3 boxes, right? You're put in the Disney box of being family friendly. You're put inside the box of being within, whatever this universe, and then you're put in the inside box, which is the most punishing, which is pick your shit based on the check boxes. So you have these 3 boxes you have to live in if you're anywhere a part of any of these Disney productions. In fact, pretty much consistently across the board, unless it's a mid-level production or lower, you are governed by those. That's it. I'm sorry. If you want to get a job, you have to work within those things. And that's what it is to be, making things. I'm telling you, the girl that's in Miss Marvel never had a job. Never had a job prior to this. She started working in the film industry when she got this role.
Jesus. That's reassuring, that there's, that's reassuring. I'm not. So we got.
All right, I'm sorry. I know I took us back, but this is also not good. And What If is going to be trash bags. Look, look. If you didn't, and they destroyed. Oh, gosh, Nick, I know you guys know this. They took the idea of What If and they destroyed it because What If was supposed to be What If, not checkbox theater. And beyond that, I mean, it was bigger than that. You like, what if this one decision, not this change in somebody's, ethnicity or
that's all it was.
It was a change in a decision that led to a different result or a different way of resolving something in that world. That just pisses me off.
Yeah, nobody was asking what if for 90% of those. Ultron, kind of winning or whatever. I've asked that before in the back of my mind, but or if Ultron had gotten Vision's body, I should say, but
because Ultron should have technically been a universal, cosmic kind of threat.
Yeah,
but no, they made him a throwaway bad guy.
Yeah,
I fucked up the zombie episode.
Oh, dude, what pissed me off was I'm like, so Tony Stark can still use his repulsors as a zombie, and Doctor Strange and Wanda can still do magic as zombies. I'm like, can they though? I'm like,
I never read those comics, so I have no idea.
Didn't either. The thing with T'Challa being Star-Lord pissed me off though. That was and I know that was Chadwick Boseman doing the voice, but I'm like, he's not and could never be Star-Lord. His Peter Quill's fucking mom called him that.
Yeah.
She gave him that nickname. T'Challa's mom didn't give him that nickname.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a quick comment on the What If thing. Like, I grew up and I had tons of What If comics, and some of my favorite ones was the What If Wolverine ones. Like, What If Wolverine battled Conan was a good one. What If Wolverine had been Lord of the Vampires during Inferno, which was cool.
That sounds awesome.
Like they had in the Wolverine one being Lord of the Vampires. That was probably one of my favorite ones. But there was never any of this gender swapping or where other people were the character, and that's why when this show was coming out and they I watched a couple of episodes, I was just like, this is not what I remember from when I read those comics growing up, and I stopped watching. I didn't never finish the What If series.
Oh yeah, dude, this show was, and Tony and I we watched it for the channel, and I was just completely unimpressed with everything. And then Secret Invasion here, I'm like,
the thing that they're not doing but they're doing, that they keep saying, oh, we're not doing Secret Invasion, we're not doing that, and then the obviously they're doing it.
I would have been excited for this, like 2-3 years ago, but now
Aren't they setting up Secret Wars?
I thought so.
It's sort of where the direction they're going. I mean, especially since we saw part of the Venom symbiote staying behind.
Yep.
And Spider-Man's going to end up getting black suit. So it just kind of makes more sense with everything that they're doing. It seems like they might be going in that direction, but I haven't heard any official confirmation on any of that.
I was kind of wondering, I'm like, are they gonna possibly like, all right, so keep Tom Holland as the MCU side Spider-Man, and then the Sony side of it gets like Andrew Garfield? Wouldn't that be cool? And pair him up with Tom Hardy's Venom.
I would be down for that.
I'm just saying, like, that's just me kind of fan casting it, but like, if they were gonna bring, Andrew Garfield back, I think that would be kind of cool, because it doesn't look like they're gonna use Eddie Brock in the MCU, based on, I don't know, just with the fucking symbiote staying behind, after he jumped back through the dimensions again. I don't know. I don't know.
Who's the what's the character Tom Holland Spider-Man, the kid that got into MIT?
Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
If
they make him Venom after
Agent Venom.
Oh, Agent Venom. What?
Man, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I think. If they make him
his actual Agent
Venom
Venom
in that
who
universe,
turns into him. I'm gonna look that up.
Flash was after he came back from the war because he lost his legs.
Yeah.
And he got the symbiote and became Agent Venom. It jumped around to a couple different people, though. Yeah, so this one we got Guardians Holiday Special. I don't know. I keep
hearing about that.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that for years. It's just like, do I care? This is
his first name is Eugene.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. This is just a cartoon. Marvel's gaming experience. Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. So that's
that has Robbie Reyes in it though as Ghost Rider. It looks like.
Okay, not Johnny Blaze.
Nope.
Continued addition to Marvel's Avengers that nobody liked because they made Kamala Khan the main character.
Yeah. And the game is kind of meh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it there for the Marvel news.
Danny Ketch is actually my favorite Ghost Rider because I like the bike. It's very like 80s Purple Rain vibe to it.
I love that, but let me ask a question: was the film really as bad as people want to say it was?
Which one, the Nicolas Cage one?
Yeah.
The first one was bad. I liked them. I just took them for what they were.
Me too.
I just took them for what they were. I enjoyed them. I like Nicolas Cage. He's a mongoloid, but I love him.
Maybe I should ask that question different way.
Okay.
In comparison to what we're getting now.
Oh, it's a diamond.
Yeah.
Shakespearean, right?
Now, I will say the first one, I like when he is just Johnny Storm and not Ghost Rider. When he's Ghost Rider, the dialogue is shit. The fight scenes are super quick.
Not great. Yeah.
The second one, however, I like when he is Ghost Rider because he like takes over things. It sort of reminds me of Spawn, and he goes like crazy and stuff, and it's really, that part's cool. But
So
when
those
Johnny Blaze, it's poop.
Right, but those early Spawn films were equally as awesome, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, and you can all hate me. There is no other actor that can play Blade.
Oh, I agree.
Wesley Snipes? No,
I agree.
No, Wesley Snipes is Blade.
We're about to see Mashallah Ali do it, right?
Who was already a character in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to ask a question: is that going to work?
I don't know.
I didn't even catch that he did the little post-credit thing in Eternals. Everybody's like, "Oh, that was Blade." Tony told me, he's like, "That was Blade," and I'm like, "What?"
You only hear his voice.
Yeah, you only hear his voice.
He was in a after credit scene, or his voice was.
His voice was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when Dane Whitman got Jon Snow got the black sword or whatever it was. It was a black sword.
So I'm gonna ask this question. Oh yeah, by the way, that was dumb. But God, that film. Anyway,
It was so bad.
Me and
It
Coach
was-
skipped it. We refused to even go watch.
Good.
I got my wife drunk and made her go see it with me.
The boss is volunteering to watch the stuff that I'm like, no thanks. I'm like, she's like, I'll watch it.
Blade all someone.
I know. Except as Blade.
Hey, I'm a vampire. Why can't I be Blade?
Man, you are both the wrong color. Let's be honest. But
I'm a daywalker.
well, you're
I was honestly hoping they were going to bring Wesley Snipes' version of Blade back. That's what I wanted.
Don't you believe? Okay, so don't you believe he could still do that role? I have no
100%.
reason to believe.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
And and it's weird. So the boss's letters are coming back to the channel, right? She's gonna watch the crap I refuse to watch, right? And she's actually gonna you're gonna see her voice. You're gonna see her voice. You see an avatar of her. You're gonna hear her voice.
Awesome.
And because she can't keep her mouth shut about some of this stuff because she's worse than me. She is more critical than I am. Believe
Is
it or
she gonna
not.
swear?
She's not a geek. Well, she occasionally. She and I don't swear a lot. We're both passionate when bad words come out.
That's true.
But I mean, we met at church, guys. Come on, let's be honest about this. And this is like 30 some years ago, so dial it back a bit. But it's just but I set up. She's got a better computer than me. Her workstation's retarded. Her desk is amazing. I'm like jealous now, but I bought all this stuff for her, and she's gonna like do things. So
nice.
I like I said, I think that we're at this weird place where even the normies, like the boss, who's actually a normie, right, is like, I'm gonna watch this stuff and give you my opinion. And it's funny because she gives me her opinion all the time on the things that I love, and now the things that I'm starting to not love anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she is in line with what I think, and she is 1,000% a normie. And so but see, we're watching that curve, right? Less interest in these Disney minus shows, less interest in Star Trek, less interest in the Warner products from DC and others. I mean, you're starting to see that. I mean, Matrix 4 was the worst decision making process I've ever seen in my life for a studio.
So bad.
Oh
man,
I didn't watch
another
it.
bad.
They even make fun of that in the movie.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
It's like
And I'm
honestly,
like, what?
I have more respect for Lana right now than I thought I would, because she wrote that story element. She like kind of baked into the cookies.
She didn't actually want to make that movie.
No.
Oh, I was unaware of that.
No, they were gonna make it or not without her. That was not bologna sausage. Yeah,
that's why we only got one of them.
Yeah, you're not getting any more than that. I'm telling you right now, that was just an effort to protect the previous films, because this one was so terrible.
Yeah.
And, the dialogue in it is like, I don't know. It's like they were like, oh no. It's like Lana told the city, oh no, we're poking fun at the fans of the previous franchise, which at the same time is like destroying the franchise. It was beautiful. I mean, you have to look at it like that form of Inception, right? It's like a couple of layers.
Yeah.
I won't call it 4D chess, but what I'm going to say is there won't be another Matrix film. They can't do it.
No way. Yeah, no
Oh
way.
my God.
So bad.
Fine with that. I didn't watch this one. I haven't seen one since the third one, and I was so meh with the second and third one when I saw them originally.
Yeah, 3
the
was
first one was
poop.
good, but
I know.
And
And
it
look,
was all right.
we're at the point now where we're digging into some other great shows that are about to launch off. So I just want to say that I feel a great honor in hanging out with you again, ETAP, and of course it's great that I got to see Nick again. Can't wait to see him. I'm going to Tennessee. I'm going to drag the boss with me again, like I did to Vegas.
Come on up.
Going to hang out. We might have
Let's see what I can do.
We might have the new poker chips then. Did you give Coach his poker chip, Nick?
I did. I saw him over. I had some other stuff that was shipped to me for him. I gave him the poker chip. I gave him a deck of Star Wars playing cards I had here for him, and some figures and some other stuff. So yeah, he does have it.
excellent, man. That's good stuff right there. Yeah. I do. I'd like to thank everybody in this chat. Yeah, you guys rock. We got the video here. We got 42 likes tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So
Nice.
thank you, everybody. And this chat has been on fire all night. Another monster, Tina Bojan, Marby Dog, Maybe Human, Superfan Adam Shawhan, awesome one, Mr. Grant Gregory, another monster, Keely Chow. Let's see who else. The Gilkman was here. I saw Zachariah 315, Nano Reaper, Frankie Knows, What About? Thank all my mods. Rogue Disney was here. Let's see who else.
I think I think Tina Bojan rolled through. We had a lot of people.
Yep,
Dude.
yeah, Tina Bojan was here.
you
There
have
was a
some-
ton of people here in the chat
Thank
tonight.
you. Yeah,
Thank you all.
This show is got to get bigger, man. Let's make this thing bigger, dude. You're killing it.
And we're in the process right now. We're kind of working through everything, and we're gonna rebrand everything specifically for Monday and Wednesday nights. I'll update the merch. This Rogue logo, I'll get that updated in 4K. That'll be on one of the Place to Be Reviews shirts. You can get your Monday night going in raw, no protection required. Hoodies, tank tops. We got leggings. I'm gonna buy a set of leggings. Saggy Melon's gonna model them for us. The Place to Be Reviews leggings. So yeah, she said if I buy them for her, she'll wear them. So I'm gonna send her a pair of my leggings.
Send her some of my leggings. Are you kidding me? Oh,
Yep,
dude.
I'm gonna send her some of the leggings, and
I'll send her the full package. You can. Well, wait.
I want
that's
some
coming back.
leggings. I'll model them for people. Come on.
settle down, Joe. Hey, settle down, Joe Namath. This ain't Beauty Miss Pantyhose.
It ain't.
We gotta have diversity here and inclusion.
Dude, I don't know if I'm comfortable with the package that could be presented there. I'm just saying.
That's why you wear a dance belt.
No, okay.
That right?
So
he's taping it off. He's taping it off.
No, it's called tucking, right? You're gonna tuck for us.
No, tucking. It's called a dance belt. It's what you use under spandex when you like dress up as like Deadpool or Spider-Man, so you don't see the package. That's how that works.
Wow, I've never done that before. It's no wonder I get a lot of
called cosplay. Yeah.
Oh my God. So thank you, everybody. I'm gonna kick it over to Tony. Tony, what you got going on, brother?
Yeah, come check out the Clown World Review every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Pacific. We talk about the best time to be a wrestling fan, the Monday Night War retrospective. We just got done with WrestleMania 12. We talked about that just yesterday. Now we're rolling into the new year of wrestling. Stone Cold debuted. Mankind's on his way. So many good talents.
Yep.
It's a pivotal time. It's the beginning of something big. Even the NWO's on the horizon. So I know me and E-Tap Draven, we've been waiting for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Are they bringing the NWO back?
No, we're
this is old school.
Yeah, we're watching the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah,
okay. I was like, whoa, wait a second. I might have to start watching wrestling again.
They've already brought NWO back like twice, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's like those DX reunions.
Oh,
so yeah, come check us out. Everybody, Culture, Nick, Draven, E-Tap. It was a pleasure. I hope you guys have a great night, and it was a great show.
Dude, yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Tony, man.
This has been Tony's 2-year anniversary week on the show.
Awesome.
Monday was his 2 years. So, man, thank you, dude. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, brother.
And next, the vampire that don't sparkle, but he shimmer, baby. He shimmers. AngelousDraven.
Yeah, I'm AngelousDraven, the vampire of the fandom. You can check me out on Twitch and over here on YouTube, and I got emotes and all that coming over on Twitch.
Yeah.
So that gives you guys something to, if you guys choose to subscribe over there, something to look forward to. I'm just waiting for that stuff to be finalized. But yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, brother. And next up, you guys know Nick from Echo Base Network.
Yes, I am one half of Echo Base Network, who we might be changing our name after our last Book of Boba Fett episode. we might not be a Star Wars channel anymore, but we're primarily a Star Wars channel. We're still holding out hope, even though Disney sucks balls, and we all know it. Kathleen Kennedy sucks, but we want Star Wars to be good again. We're staying in the mix of it, letting our voices be heard, hoping for the best, expecting the worst type deal. But I run the channel with my co-host Coach. We cover other topics too in pop culture and entertainment. So definitely come check us out because we just lost 100 subs today.
Thank you for coming on, Nick. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
Wow,
it was an honor to be on here with all you guys too. Like Culture said, I've actually met everybody on this panel in person except for ETEP, who I was supposed to meet when I went to
Cincinnati.
You dick,
but
getting
he
sick.
did not show up.
Yeah,
I got sick.
No excuse.
I have to tell you, all of these people are amazing humans. I've never had more fun in my life than the last 2 years of it. And I want to say thank you. We've all been embroiled in a lot of badness. It's great to find some goodness. And even if the goodness is born out of the badness, at least we're all here and we're all together. So thank you for that. I don't think you have to rebrand, Nick. I know you were kidding. But I just want to say I had a great time. You guys, man, as always, we get spirited and we never get through everything. And that's my fault because I derail anything as fast as possible. So thank you all for being here. Subscribe to all these amazing gentlemen. And you know what? Subscribe to some of the ladies too. We have a great show that we're going to promote on the way out the door. I know that our boy ETEP's going to take care of that. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great night. And let's get this guy some more views. Let's get him some more subs. Let's make him monetize because he deserves it. He's one of the best of us, man. Love this dude. And you know what? Check out Echo Base Network. They are one of the channels that will help in every way they possibly can, and I love those guys. And on that note, check out the Twitchy boy up there. What's his name? This vampire guy. It's AngelousDraven, I think. One of my good buddies. You can check him out there. You can check him out on the Gaming Lounge channel tomorrow. Actually, there's a show. And we'll be talking about video games over there. And, of course, ETEP's everywhere that a rogue should be. So check out the best rogue of us all. And you know what? Tony's a good dude, too. He's a good human. I love him. So you guys, thank you. Everybody have a great night. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being here, Culture. I appreciate it, man. It was great to have you back on. And, Nick, it's always good to have you on, brother. I'm gonna try to talk to wife and coming down to Nashville.
That's going to be fun.
I can skate that for my birthday because I kind of got robbed in my 40th birthday because when COVID started and everything, we were going to rent a whole movie theater for it, but so that got shut down.
And watch Batwoman episodes.
I was like, let's sit here and watch Batwoman. I'm like, I hate myself. And I just happened to show off this shirt. You can get your Place to Be Reviews merchandise at Teespring. Just search the Place to Be Reviews or Monday Night Going in Raw. Get your official merchandise right there. And if not, that's cool too. Just watch the videos because that's free. And check us out here in the live streams every Monday, 8:35 Eastern. Going in Raw. Wednesdays, new start time, 9 p.m. Going Rogue. I promise normally it will only be 2 hours tonight. We were extra. We were extra tonight. And it's all right. You guys love us, man. Still 16 people in the chat after almost 3 hours. So I've got videos I put out this week on the DC situation. You can check that out. I might have one more single release for the rest of the week. I still have to take my Christmas decorations down, and I'm getting ready to move here in the near future, so I'm kind of taking things apart. But I still have the green screen, as you can tell, the beautiful new Rogue logo. This will be on a shirt pretty soon that you guys can get too. I'm thinking about getting it on some hats too. So check that out. Check out all our Rogues. You want to go over to Ashley Lynn Gaia. Her show. Tony, can you pop that link in the chat one more time bam right there, guys. Storm for her show right there, which usually it starts at 11. It's been going, so go over and check her out as soon as you leave here. Tomorrow night, catch me at 10 p.m. Eastern over on Black Rose Comics. I'll be making an appearance over there with Phoenix Animation, my boy who I have met and hung out with down in Grand Rapids at Comic-Con down there with superfan Adam Shawhan, and got really, really drunk and live streamed from a bar. That was fun. That was fun. We had some girls that were kind of interested in what we were doing. I was like, yo, what up, girl? I'm a YouTube celebrity. No, I did not. I knew my wife would see it, so I was smarter than that. I was drinking whiskey. I'm smarter than that.
Stepped on, dude. Come on.
He might like that.
Come on.
Hey, I was like, come on, man.
But no, thank you all. Seriously, I appreciate it. Friday night, I might be over on another fellow rogue, my brother Vinnieart. If he's back and feeling healthy, and I'm available, I might pop over to his stream Friday night. His chill streams are always fun, and Vinny's a normal part of our cast on Monday night going in Raw with myself, Tony, and Red Gaze. So, and all these guys have wonderful indie projects that you can back right now, and I've got a bunch of them right here, handy right by my side. As I'm always, we got to support these. We're not just, we don't just talk about it, you know. We're about it. You got there's Sunsworn right
baby.
there. Well, that's Infinity War, and these are a bunch of comics I haven't read. Where the hell did these even come from?
You kids.
They're not in sleeves.
Yeah, kids.
We got Sunsworn right here.
Oh, dude, the comic. Dude, that thing, Wings of Vengeance, is badass. Bonds is amazing.
And Bonds the Drive.
God dang.
There's I've got my boy here.
Do you have Into the Woods? You got Into the Woods?
I don't. I have City of Venus. I got it. This is Oz.
Oh,
This is our boy Oz, Everlasting Survivors, written by Daniel William Osborne, illustrated by Jeff Hicks.
That's right, Hicks. Dude, Hicks has been making some great stuff. Dude, did you get your Stealing solo book again?
I've got two of them. Yeah,
I didn't.
Did you get figures? Did you get action figures?
I didn't.
Oh, dude, I have an unboxing coming up. You're gonna love.
Nice. I want to see that.
Oh, you got the figures? Culture
got the figures.
I ain't seen nothing. I got unboxings. I got unboxings to do. Unboxings are coming out. Unboxings.
Right, I'm still moving stuff back around here. All right, I'm still doing an outro here. All right, so that's it, folks. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much, because you gave us your time, and your time is an irreplaceable commodity. You chose to spend it with us. For that, I'm eternally grateful. And I'm Itepo Kuin of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. You know that I can do this all. But really, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and remember,
It's better to burn out than to fade away.